saw another update as the Trojans of Colby. We're talking about that. They beat number 17 Barton today by a score of 80-74. So that clogs up the top a little bit. So Barton goes down. Colby's on top, and now we're chasing Colby.
Yeah, so Barton, another one of those teams that has always kind of been really good these last few years, and this is the point now where they're starting to see a little bit more of a test from other teams besides Hutchinson.
We'll get set for starting lineups coming up in just a little bit. They've already done the Star Spangled Banner, which was done before the girls' game, so we'll get set for Darren's starting lineups coming your way in just a little bit. As a fair crowd is starting to form here for the Beavers, as well as a good delegation of starters or followers that come from Hutchinson, because it's only about an hour drive. It makes it quite easy to get to. It makes it pretty nice to do. So got a good group of fans here. We're set for some basketball. Got set for starting lineups coming up in just a second. As soon as the Pratt Beaver band finishes up wrapping up their fight song they do here. Kind of jazzed up the place a little bit. I think it's brighter in here.
I thought so too. When we got here, it seemed a lot brighter. And then, of course, they've added, since last time I've been here, in the entrances down at the bottom, they have huge Pratt Beaver logos that look really nice.
Here's your starting lineups. Here's Darren Dunn.
Start with the 10 and 8, Pratt Beavers. 6'7" sophomore from Gallatin, Tennessee. Number 12, Azul Queth. Averages 14.8 points per game. 6'2" sophomore from Cleveland, Tennessee. Deontay Davis averaging 11.7 points per game. 6'6" freshman then from Buffalo, New York, wearing number 21, Julian Ajukwu. He averages 6.9 a game. Number 22, Harrison Egan, the 6'5" freshman out of the Bronx, New York, in the forward position, and then kind of a guard-forward combo, 6'4" freshman from Hugoton, Kansas, number 32, Carlos Montiel. Now, don't be surprised if a couple of those starters don't see a whole lot of time tonight. Sean Flynn, one thing he does is some of his better players actually come off the bench. They don't get the nod to get the start, but they end up playing a majority of the time. For the 15 and 3 Blue Dragons, it's the same as you've seen the last few nights. The 6'6" sophomore out of the Bronx, New York, number 1, Saquon Singleton. Then the 6'1" sophomore out of Wichita, Kansas, number 10, Tyler Brown. Came to life once again the other night out in Garden City, where he hit 3 of his 9 3-point attempts. 6'4" freshman out of Tempe, Arizona, threatening to break the Blue Dragons single-season percentage record from distance, number 13, Josh Baker. Then there's the 6'7" freshman from Salt Lake City, Utah, Majak Queth. Averaged 26 and 10 before that Garden City game, where he came away with just 9 and 7. And then finally, you'll expect him to go out there and get the tip to start this one off. The 7-foot sophomore from Nairobi, Kenya, number 33, Big Fred Othiambo.
Introduction of players taking place with the Pratt Beavers right now, and we'll get set for basketball action. So glad to have you along this evening as we get set for tipping it off here in just a little bit. Hutchinson's home for the Dragons, KHUT. Country 102.9 in Hutchinson, as well as KWW 1450 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as on the stream on the Blue Dragon Sports Network through YouTube.
One thing that's a little bit concerning if you're the Pratt Beavers coming into this game, averaging 93 points per game in non-conference play. But once they've gotten into conference play here, now averaging 70.2 per game. So you're talking a 23-point difference for a team that is now last in field goal percentage when it comes to league play, and toward the bottom at number 13 when it comes to points per game.
Their overall season average at 81.6, so you're exactly right. That's something to look at. They slowed down a lot once they got into conference play. And, of course, it's one of the tougher conferences in America, as we just said, with Barton getting beat by Colby this afternoon. I believe that might have been at Colby, so it's going to be a tough place to go play. We'll find out next week when we travel there. The opening tips controlled by the Beavers, and Beavers will work out with the basketball. They'll have it with their white uniforms with blue numerals. Easy to see. Ball on the outer perimeter. They're working around the outside. Quickly into the hands of Davis. Davis, they get big outside and go quickly into Izuku. Shot up from the outer perimeter out there. Ball sails out of bounds. Last touch by who? They're going to say it's going to be Pratt basketball.
Dragons just unable to corral that ball in the corner.
So inbounding will be the Beavers over the far corner. As you just indicated, Davis triggers the inbounds pass, gets it in, and gets it back. They'll set up the offense. Davis, top side. Goes to the right. Over to Egan. Underneath they go. Shot up and good. Scoring it is Queft. Zul Queft with the basket.
Coming off a 14-point game, 5-block performance against Seward.
Nice win against Seward. The other loss against Seward. Seward ended up winning that ball game. Shot up and missing. And the rebound's going to be cleared out by the Pratt Beavers. So Hutch got a shot up, but maybe not exactly a good one to start the ball game. Ball on the outside now to Egan again. Deep corner right. They'll drop it down the low blocks. Quest puts a shot up, not there. A big Othiambo. Fred Othiambo for Hutchinson gets it. Goes all the way down to Singleton. He'll put it up and miss it. Rebound cleared out of there by Izukwa. And here comes Pratt with the basketball with a lead of 2. Hutchinson not quite finding the range as of yet. I'll pop it outside. Deep corner left. Montiel kicks it to the right side. Shot up and on its way. A three-pointer does not go for Quest, and the rebound's going to be cleared out there by Hutchinson. Here comes Baker on the run. He was red hot the other night. With 24 points in the win over Garden City. Right side over to Singleton. Singleton to Brown. The three-pointer by Brown rattles out no good. And Hutchinson cold from the field so far. 18:05 to go in this first half of play. Hutchinson yet to get on the board. 2-0 Pratt. Ball outside. Zook Quest gives it off now to Montiel with the basketball. Over to the top side to Davis. He directs traffic with his right hand. Brown tied on him. Holds up on the dribble. Gives it out. Montiel has it. 2 on the shot clock. Montiel lets one go, and it's off the rim. No good. But the offensive board taken by Davis. His shot won't go, and the rebound cleared out by Hutchinson. So Brown on the go. Here's Singleton to Baker, right side. Baker down to the baseline. Back outside Othiambo. Gets it out to Singleton on the point. He rolls to his left. Shifts gears, goes underneath, puts it up and in. Quick release by Singleton off the glass, and good for 2, and we're tied at 2. Took about 3 minutes there, but they finally got a good basket to go down.
Yeah, really haven't gotten a good touch yet. Good look on the inside to Majak Quest.
Ball on the outside is Davis. Deontay Davis out of Cleveland, Tennessee. An illegal pick is going to be set. They're going to whistle this one on Quest. It'll be on Zul Quest of Pratt. That'll be his first. This is really weird to have 2 Quests that are spelled different. Pronounced the same out here. Just messes with your mind a little bit.
Well, that's always thrown me off for people that spell them exactly the same way, and then you get 3 different pronunciations.
3 different pronunciations, you're right. Inside, this time the Majak Quest, the Dragons Quest, and the ball on the outside. Singleton has it, shifts gears, down low, lays one up, and scores it. Nice job by Saquon Singleton to find a little seam on the right side of the lane and takes it down and scores it. 4-2, Hutch with the first lead. 16:31 to go. Again, we're in the first half of play. Out high with the basketball. Davis has it. He'll shoot the 3 on his way and got it. Nice shot by Davis from outside. He has the 3 ball working for him, and the lead is Pratt's now at 5-4. Ball outside, zone defense by the Pratt Beavers. Singleton over to Baker, thought about it. Drops it down low underneath. Bad pass trying to get it to Majak Quest, and Davis comes away with the steal. Pratt's basketball with the lead at 5-4 now. 15:53 to go. First half of play. Davis still out front. They go to the high post, trying to go down low to Montiel. Montiel catches it, kicks it back to the corner right. 3-pointer up and on its way, and good from outside by Harrison. A 2-pointer by Harrison Egan. Egan had a foot on the line. Makes it 7-4. The lead is 3 now for the Pratt Beavers. Baker on the outside. Ball stolen away by Montiel. Montiel with a long pass up the court, gives it off. Quest puts it up and in. Zul Quest with his second basket. Seebeck wants a timeout and talk to his team. Getting beat down the floor. Trella right now 9-4 with 15:16 to go in the first half of play. DJ Mitchell will make his first appearance into the lineup when we return after this quick 30-second timeout on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
Hi, this is Rob, and I want to tell you about one of my favorite places in Kansas to get a melt-in-your-mouth cheeseburger. It's RV Drive-In, where they've been serving up fresh food, not fast food, since 1948. They're famous for their burgers, but you can also try their homemade pork tenderloin sandwich, patty melts, BLTs, and so much more. Tuesday, Thursday evenings, Friday, and Saturday, they make their homemade onion rings that are the best I've ever eaten. RV Drive-In, Kansas' oldest drive-in at 201 East Avenue A and online at rvdrivein.com. Go Blue Dragons!
Blue Dragons trail at 9-4, early action. 15:15 to go in this first half of play. Baker to Brown, back to Baker. Hutchinson basketball. Tyler Brown to the right side against that zone. Singleton gets the ball on the inside. Alley-oops it underneath, and Jayhawk West is able to score it. Goes down on his hind side, but the Blue Dragons get on the board to pull it a little closer at 9-6 now. Hutchinson down by 3.
On the court now, player to watch for the Beavers, Jamel Horton, wearing 0.
He's one of the ones you talked about who likes to come in, averages 16.2 points a game to lead the Beavers in scoring. He's out of Queens, New York. Jumper from the right side, rattles out on the miss by Quest, and a rebound cleared out underneath by Davis for the Beavers. And out of bounds, stepping was Singleton. It'll be Beavers basketball, and they'll get a fresh 30.
And Davis,
they're going to make it 20.
Davis just working harder than the Blue Dragons. It was him against 3 Dragons, and somehow he made that look interesting underneath.
Here comes the inbound. Lobbing it in. They finally get it in quickly to Egan. Loose basketball, but picked up by Horton. Jamal Horton shoots it on his way, rims around and bounces it down, and good. It's a 2-pointer. So he has his first basket at the 14-16 mark, and it's 11-6. The lead is 5 for the Beavers. Down low underneath the Quest. He'll wrap it back outside to Baker. Top of the key, left side. DJ Mitchell, 3-ball, good. Mitchell knocks it down from the outside, coming in off the bench. His first 3 of the evening, 11-9. One possession game here. Pratt with the early lead.
He needed that. Went 0 for 4 from distance against Garden City.
Feed down the low blocks. Oh, got away with the travel. Turnaround baskets up and good by Egan. Hudson fans, including the coaching staff, wanted to travel, didn't get it. 13-9, the lead back at 4 now for the Beavers. Still working at zone defense, and it works with the turnover. It goes out of bounds on the baseline.
Great idea that time by Singleton to try to just tap it with one hand down to Queth, but Queth wasn't ready for it. It happened so fast.
So the Pratt Beavers with Jamel Horton will bring the basketball up. Horton, 6'4", sophomore, out of Queens, New York. Orange shoes out there. Out top now to Queth. He'll take a baseline, goes in. Foul's going to be called, and they're going to call the charge on the baseline. So he will pick up his second personal. Hudson did a nice job with Saquon Singleton taking the charge down the low blocks.
One thing about Jamel Horton, he was on Seward's roster last season, didn't get a chance to play, wanted to transfer to a 4-year, didn't work out for him, couldn't come back, it was too late to get on Seward's roster, and Pratt was able to track him down.
Ball on the outer perimeter, 3-pointer put up and in by Mitchell, his second tray from the same spot over there, and Hudson pulls it within 1 at 13-12. I'll get her straight here in this first half of play. 12:56 to go in the first half. Montiel works against Singleton way outside. Now comes to Horton. Horton sets up between the circles, angles to the left side. Dribble penetrates, kicks it away, and turned over. Baker comes up with it. Here comes Mitchell, out the court to Brown. Brown quickly in and out of Singleton's hands, out of bounds. Just too hard of a pass on that baseline. It would have been an easy basket. So turnover goes against Hutch.
So Horton, by the way, with all that time he spent away, this is his 4th season out of high school. So if he looks like a man amongst boys, that's why. He's a little bit older than most of those players out here. One interesting note about Horton, only one game this season was he held to 3 points. That was in a loss at Cali where he shot 1 for 8. All other appearances for him, his 14 other appearances, he scored 10 or more points.
Like you said, coming in, averaging 16.2 a game. He'll get it in the backcourt and bring it up on a dribble. He'll play a lot of minutes. Actually, he plays 25.4 minutes per game. Three-pointer up and on its way. Rimming off, no good, but a miss by Davis. Put back, though, underneath on an offensive board. Is getting in there is Izuku. He gets the rebound, and he'll draw the foul.
See the Blue Dragons now beat a couple of times on defensive rebounds, giving up the offensive board and second chance opportunities.
Jayhawk West picks up the personal. He's questioning the official like it was for sure on him or not, and that's who they whistled. Free throw toss. Rims out on the miss. Ezekiel with the miss right there. He'll shoot his second one. Ezekiel averages 6.9 points a game, but he only plays on an average of about 6.5 minutes a game. (13-12). Lead for Pratt by 1, make it 2 as he converts on his second free throw for his first point of the game. So Hutchinson dribbled it up with Baker across the half court. Left side to Clarence King, who just checked in. He's a freshman out of Lawrence. Nice job by Singleton, draws the foul. And it should be a two-shot foul. They're saying it's on the floor. Foul's going to be charged against Horton. I kind of agree with Steve Eck, who's questioning whether or not he was shooting or not, because that's how the foul happened.
I had him on the step through. I'll be honest with you.
Okay. Inbounding will be Mitchell, baseline. Mitchell talked to the official, adjusts his headband. Now he wants to get rid of it.
Yeah, the officials talked to him something about his headband at the beginning of the game, and they were telling him if he didn't have it on a certain way, and apparently he didn't fix it the way they wanted it, so he's just going to take it completely off.
All right, here we go. With the basketball will be Mitchell. Mitchell with the inbound. Comes in quickly, gives it to King, back to Singleton. They'll back it up. 15 on the shot clock. Singleton will kick it to the corner right. Three-pointer up and on its way, and no good on a missed shot put up by King. The rebound cleared out there. Coming up with it was Egan for the Pratt Beavers. 2-point lead for the Pratt Beavers. They throw it away. It'll be Hutchinson basketball.
3 turnovers now for the Beavers.
So the Blue Dragons will bring it up. A little confusion as to who has who in the backcourt right now between conversation between Baker and Mitchell and King. Now to get it straight. Up they'll bring it. King on the top side. Goes to the right side to Mitchell. Mitchell accelerates to the corner, holds up, gives it back out to King. Still in that zone. Here's Baker, pulls it up a little bit. Inside to Singleton, trying to move the ball down. Low blocks underneath. O'Cone's in there. Kicks it outside. They say he stepped on the baseline. Hutchinson knocked down the three with Mitchell from the corner, but it won't count as an infraction on the baseline before the pass was completed. Hutchinson doing a pretty good job of moving that zone, but the big thing to do, Darren, as you well know, is got to really swing it around and get that zone, get an open opportunity.
And find those windows.
Here's Horton on the outside. New face in the lineup, put it up, missed shot by Drew Honus, who's in there out of Medicine Lodge to drive the other way. King's shot won't go. He's down on the baseline. Out comes Pratt with the basketball. Here comes Horton, kicks it right. Three-pointer from the corner, does not go. Davis with the miss. Horton with another rebound, offensive board. They'll set it up a fresh 20. And referee's going to come down and fix the net at the under end of the court. So officials timeout. It'll be Pratt's basketball right in front of us at the scoring table. Inbounding's going to be Egan. Egan gets the ball, gets it into Horton. Horton between the circles. They'll stack the top. Rolls off the ball screen, left side Davis. Three-pointer on its way, no good. Rebound cleared out there by Mitchell. And Hutchinson basketball. Still a 2-point ball game. Pratt leading at 14-12. 10:27 to go in this first half of play. Queth on the low blocks. Jayhawk holds up, gets it back on the outside to Brown. Here's King. Dribble penetrates out to O'Cone. He can shoot the three to Mitchell. 9 on the shot clock. Mitchell rolls to the left side, takes it inside, puts it up, and draws a foul with 2 seconds on the shot clock. 10:06 on the game clock.
A little bit concerning when he stepped back early and then got himself even farther away from the basket. But Mitchell showing you how quickly he can get to the rack.
And the big call goes against Jamal Horton. That's his second, Darren, with 10:06 to go in his first half of play. And he's going to be substituted for us. Checking in will be Tommy Thomas. First time we've seen Thomas today. Thomas out of Harlem, New York. Freshman at 6'3". Comes in, averages 7.7 points a game, but doesn't play very often right now with Horton on the bench. Coach Sean Flynn a little concerned.
Tommy is his real first name. I checked. So I wanted to know, naturally, if his name was Thomas. And they said, well, Tommy is what we were given. I said, okay, fair enough.
Free throws up and good by Mitchell. So Mitchell pulls Hutchinson within one, hitting the second free throw. There's a steal. Here comes Clarence King. He'll drive up and be fouled, and a foul's going to be called on the jam. The jam did not go. It was a basket interference. Clarence was banged into. Foul's going to be charged against Egan. And the Pratt fans applaud the effort on the block. And the Blue Dragon fans applaud the effort on the drive to the basket by King.
And if Egan doesn't get a lot of ball there, he may end up in a little bit of trouble. That was a hard foul.
Free throws off and missing by King. He'll shoot a second one.
He comes up holding his back and his wrist.
Yeah, he's flexing that hand. If you look at that right wrist, it's kind of wrapped already. He's a left-hander. So now the media timeout takes place with 9:56 remaining to go in this first half of play. They just noticed it was a media timeout. 14-13 your score. We'll be back with more from Pratt Beaver Dome right after this 1 minute timeout on Blue Dragon Sports Network.
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, the Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving local business in Hutchinson. We're so thankful to our customers in Hutchinson, Reno County, and Central Kansas for your support. In turn, we're proud to be a major sponsor of the Hutch High Salthawks, as well as other area high schools, the Blue Dragons, Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks, and Wildcats. You support us, and the Hutchinson Medicine Shop supports local sports.
Getting the most back from your tax return starts with getting the most expertise. H&R Block has more enrolled agents than any other tax preparation company, and we guarantee the accuracy of every return prepared by our tax professionals. We find every credit and deduction to lower your tax bill. Put our expertise to work on your return, and don't just get your taxes done, get your taxes won. In Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
9:56 remaining to go in this first half of play. Hutchinson trails it by 1, 14-13. King missed the front end of the two-shot foul. Now he'll get the back end. Referees did not realize that it was supposed to be a media timeout, and actually the table needs to help them a little bit on that regard. But it will send King back to the line again, where he is a 78.1% free throw shooter. But Darren, I think the way he was clobbered on that foul might have affected him a little bit. He is a lefty. He's talking about the right hand, but he was flexing a little bit earlier on.
Yeah, he had some tape on that right wrist, too, that he's now taking off.
He's taking it off, yeah. Free throw toss, up and good. Got the second one down by King. And Hutchinson will substitute here in a second, but they weren't over at the table quick enough to get in after that shot was made. Inside they go. Layup, teeters and doesn't go. Rebound cleared out of there. Jayhawk West with the rebound after Egan's shot just set up there and teetered a little bit. Did not go down. Ball on the outside. Quest has it. Bounce pass back to King. Trying to get it back to Quest. Loose basketball picked up by who? At half-time it's going to be Pratt. There's over and back is going to be the call. In the fourth court lane was Egan, and he tosses it to the backcourt and got it in time to Tommy Thomas. But the problem there, it was a backcourt pass.
Yes, it's tough to tell what was going on. He was kind of laying down on the line, so it almost looked like half of his back was maybe still in the backcourt, but the officials have to take into consideration the 3 points, his 2 feet, and the basketball, and those 3 things had crossed.
14-14 tie. Hutchinson basketball. 9:14 to go in his first half of play. Mitchell goes for his third tray. Does not get it. Rebound's going to be cleared out there by Harrison Egan. And he's been a force in here tonight so far. He's scored 4 points, got a whole bunch of boards. Ball comes out. Tommy Thomas runs it down, goes to the right side. There's Davis. He'll shoot the three and hit it. Big three by Davis. His second of the game.
One guy you cannot let loose anywhere in the front court because he'll actually pull it from the logo.
8:45 to go in this first half of play. Hutchinson trailing 17-14. Queth catches it high in the high blocks, puts up a crazy shot, does not go, and a rebound cleared out there by Egan. Don't know if he's trying to pass it at the last second or if it sailed out of his hands. Ends up being Pratt's basketball. Out front, Izukwe. There's a turnover. Here comes quickly up the court comes Baker. Gives it off to Singleton. He'll drive it in and put it down and gets the basket in the end one. Singleton with a quick drive. Just kind of sliced off the defender. And they're going to get the foul to go against Egan, and that's his. Oh, check that. Tommy Thomas will pick up the personal.
You ready for the game within the game?
Yep.
Remember at Cali, Singleton went in similar play and had what we thought would have been an and one. Guy was in the restricted area but was called for a charge. That same official is the one that just gave Singleton the and one here tonight.
A week ago. Free throw shot is up and missing by Singleton. The rebound is going to be cleared out. Here comes Pratt with the basketball. They lead it by one. It's 17-16. Singleton missing on the end one and would have tied it up. Ball on the outside. Here's Drew Honus. Goes to the right wing. All the way down the low to Tommy Thomas. You'll check that. It's Izukwu. And Travis going to go against Izukwu in the low blocks.
7 turnovers now for the Beavers. One place the Beavers have excelled at the media timeout, half of the rebounds for them had come on the offensive end. But to their credit, the Blue Dragons only gave up 4 second-chance points.
Yeah, the shooting is 50% at the quarter mark for Hutchinsoners. A 3-ball that doesn't go for Baker comes off no good. Rebound cleared out there by Pratt. But the difference was that Pratt shot 7 more shots than Hutchinson did, but they're only shooting 35.3%. Here's Davis. Over to the right wing. Back outside. Davis to the right wing again. This time there's a drive by Thomas. Corner to Honus. He'll step up and get a little closer. Shot won't go. Battle for the board. Saved in bounds by Hutchinson's Queth, and Hutch will bring it up. Brown will bring it up. Has Baker in the corner. Takes it all the way in and scores it. Everybody split in the C split right there. And Tyler says, hey, I'll just take it in and lay it up and in. He does. His first basket. Hutch with the lead at 18-17. Second lead of the ball game for Hutchinson. Pratt on the outside. Trying to direct traffic with 6:55 to go is Honus in his first half of play. Right side to go to Davis. Davis defensively off the ball screen. They double up on Davis, but to get it to the corner, shot up and on his way, and good. Shot by Harrison Egan was a three-pointer, so Harry Egan with the 3. They did give him a 3, didn't they, Darren?
Give him a 2.
They give him a 2? Thank you. 19-18. The lead for Pratt up by 1. 6:40 to go in this first half of play. We're going to keep it here and talk about Colby getting the big win over Barton. That really ties up some of the race that we're in right now. Hutchinson a game back at Colby. So got to win this one to stay on track in that crazy West. Coming into this one, it was 7-2. Barton are now 7-3. Colby at 7-2. And Hutchinson at 6-3. We'll check some other scores in just a little bit throughout the conference. A little miscommunication with Big Fred trying to get him to check in at the table. Guess we look authoritative, huh? That we can check in with us. Ball on the outside. Baker out top. Flash pass down low underneath to Queth. He goes up strong, doesn't get it. Gets his own rebound, though, goes up again. Big Fred with the putback up and good. Fred Othiambo, just talking about him, and he's able to convert Puts it up and in, and Hutchinson's up again, 20-19, up by 1.
It might be the strongest play we've seen from Fred this year.
Had a good game the other day against Garden City, which he scored 5 points, but you're right. Here's a long three from the outside. Shot up and missing by Tommy Thomas. Rebound underneath, put back his block. Rebound cleared out of there. Baker comes up with it. And Hutch on the run. Here's Brown. He'll take it down low, kick it back outside, and a whistle on the play. They're going to whistle this one on Pratt, so the Beavers pick up a foul. Drew Honus will pick up the personal. That'll be his first. In the act of shooting, it will be Brown at the line. And actually, that's the 1-1 now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got him on the
He was not
kick.
in the act of shooting, but the 1-1.
Beavers the aggressors right now. 7 fouls to the Dragons 1.
Free throw by Brown is up and good. Brown with 3 points now. Good to see him getting untracked. Probably against Northwest Kansas Tech is one game that he had a lot of frustration. Shot up and missing on that attempt. And the rebound is going to be cleared out. Here comes Jamal Horton, who's back in there now. Dribble penetrates, puts it up with one hand off the glass. No good. Big rebound underneath by Burns, and a foul called. James Burns just came into the ballgame. He's from Lafayette, Indiana, and he got the offensive board. And Singleton picks up his first.
Yeah, Burns averaging 15.8 points on the season, just 3.3 in conference play. He actually missed 6 games in the Jayhawk West. Has only played 14 minutes in conference play.
Free throw toss is up and good. He's a pretty good free throw, 62%. There he converts on one. Awesome. We'll get set to go here in just a little bit. Louisville holds on and gets a nice win over Duke today in basketball action, NCAA. And free throw was good by Burns. Got a pair of them. Makes the score tied at 21-all. Hutchinson, low blocks, inside to Big Fred. He'll turn and shoot and score. That's what he can do. The quick release, the quick turnaround, and Fred Othiambo with 4 points. 23-21, Hutchinson with the lead again. Angle left side. Here's Davis corner, takes baseline, goes on in and draws the foul, a blocking foul. Singleton will pick up his second. That's a pretty big one right there. Singleton picks up his second.
Singleton in great position, but instead of staying strong, decided to kind of shy away from the contact. He was falling back before Davis even got to him.
23-21, the lead for the Blue Dragons is 2, and they'll make it 1 as Davis hits that free throw. Mitchell comes in for Singleton. At the line, Davis to shoot the free throw. Free throw toss is up and no good. Fred Othiambo with the rebound. So Davis made 1 of 2. And Hutchinson still with a 1-point lead at 23-22. Left side, Mitchell. Mitchell drives in, puts it up, Weiser rejected, back to Baker. No look pass down to Queth. He goes up strong and got it. Uncanny way of getting the ball to go up and down for Jayhawk West. Ball on the outside. Horton to the right wing. Ball outside, hanging on to dribble penetration by Burns. He'll shoot it up and on its way, no good. Two Dragons fight for the rebound, but Othiambo rips it out of there. Here comes Hutch. 25-22, Hutchinson with a 3-point lead. Ball knocked away. It'll be Hutchinson basketball with 21 on the shot clock.
Had Baker in the corner, would have been a good look at 3, but a good job by Horton closing it in, getting a hand on that pass.
Baker to the left wing. Brown over to Mitchell. He'll shoot one up and hit it. 3-pointer. Mitchell with 3 trays now in the contest. He has 10 points. He leads everybody in scoring with 10. And DJ coming out of that slump he's been in. Nice job. 28-22. The lead is 6 now for Hutch. Left side. Queth will shoot the basket and won't go. Rebound cleared. Brown. Hutchinson on the run. Pratt's gotten cold all of a sudden, and Hutchinson able to build it to a 6-point lead. 28-22, Hutch. Angle top side, Mitchell over to Baker. Quest trying to get big in the low blocks. Goes over to Mitchell on the left side. He drives baseline, wraps it around, can't do it. Rebound fought for, and I think they're going to say Quest was over the back. Nope, it's going to be charged against Pratt. So the other Quest picks up the personal. So Zulqueth picks up his third. That'll make life for me a lot easier if they get him out of there. Jayhawk West set to shoot the free throw. Quest takes his time. Here comes the toss. Up and good. Quest with 5 points. In East, Butler losing to Independence 97-57. Snapping a 3-game winning streak for Butler. So a big win on the East for the Indy Pirates. Shot up and missing by Quest. So Hutchinson lead now at 29-22. Angle dribbled, shot put up and missing. Rebound cleared, DJ Mitchell. Hutch wants to run. Horton gets back up and gets back into it. Here's Othiambo, gives it out to Brown. They'll set up the offense. Mitchell. Top of the key to Baker, right side. Here's Mitchell again. McFred gets big down the low blocks, works up against Egan, and his ball's knocked away out of bounds. Last touch off of Blue Dragon. Devontae Bandu for Baylor with a big performance today. 6 points, as well as 2 assists. 16 points, excuse me. Comes up 3-pointers. 4 3-pointers in the ball game. Scored 16 points in Oklahoma State's big win this afternoon. There's a foul called out front. Foul's going to be called on Baker. He'll pick up his first. Baker picks up his first. Baylor's win was over Oklahoma State. 29-22. The lead for the Blue Dragons is 7 with 2:42 to go. First half of play. Pratt's Horton goes to the right side. Gives it off. Montiel to the layup, no good. Rebound cleared underneath. Shot put up and good. Ezekwu with the basket. Worked hard to get that rebound. He has 3. That's a long drought that Pratt had on the floor. And quick timeouts taken. We'll get a break in as well. 2:30 to go in the half. Hutchinson leads at 29-24. We'll be back with this after this 30-second timeout on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
Happy New Year from all of us at Pools Plus. We are celebrating big this new year, and we want your savings to be even bigger. Come in during the month of January and save 20% on all spa accessories and spa fragrances. Stock up and save 15% on spa chemicals. The savings are going on all month long at Pools Plus. Shop local, shop Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
Outdoor living doesn't start until you call us at Pools Plus.
Pretty good effort defensively, Darren, for the Blue Dragons. They continue to work hard and lead it right now by 5, 29-24. Othiambo inside to Queth, works his way inside, and a foul called. You're either going to get a basket out of Queth or you're going to get a foul when they get it inside like that.
Yeah, he has so many different moves, and a lot of times that move includes a dribble. That time he's showing what he can do just with a pivot foot.
He'll shoot free throws here. Foul was charged, by the way, on Davis. That'll be his first. Free throw toss is up and good by Jayhawk West.
Sorry he missed a free throw here this evening, but there was a couple game stretch where he hit about 15 free throws in a row and was shooting out of his mind at the line.
Named National Player of the Week last week. Had a tough night against Garden City. Free throws up and good by Quest. 7 points now for him. Struggled a little bit against Garden, but is bouncing back tonight. 31-24. Hutch lead has grown to 7 now. Here's Horton. Drives in. Missed wraparound basket on a putback by Davis. Davis now with 9. Cuts it down to 5. Hutch kind of swatted at the ball as Horton took it up there and lost the position to get the rebound. The putback was up and good. There's a drive by Baker. He shoots it up and scores it. Baker with his first basket. It's a two-pointer. Nice shooter's roll on that one. Hit the front of the rim up against the glass. Key back down and through. A minute and 32 to go in this first half of play. Shout out to Jay Syriac. Hope he gets to feeling a little bit better later. Shot up by Horton, no good. I know a Dragon win would make him feel pretty good. Davis with the three-pointer's good. Boy, Deontay Davis got that rebound, Darren, and just spun around and a couple dribbles and puts it up and in.
Yeah, did all the work kind of there. Getting the rebound, dribbling out, knocking it down.
33-29, the lead is 4 for Hutchinson. Brown on the outside, guarded by Montiel, and turns the ball over. Coming up with the basketball, Izukwu. Davis thinks about it again, shoots it. No, it's the same result, but the putback basket was good by Egan. Egan underneath for the follow and the jam, and it's 33-31. Hutchinson lead is cut to 2 with 45 seconds left to go before intermission. So Pratt with a little run right here to close out this first half of play. Queth in traffic, goes up, can't get it done, but he'll go to the line to shoot the free throw. And it pulls up another foul down low. And it's going to be charged against Egan. That'll be his second.
One thing the Dragons aren't going to like going into the locker room, how many offensive rebounds they've given up, and it's hurt them on the last 2. 5 points off of offensive rebounds last 2 possessions.
Yeah, good point. They've been again there and able to get the rebound. Three throws up and good by Queth.
You know, we mentioned he kind of stubbed his toe going into that Garden City game, 26-10. Even 9-7, what he finishes up with, there's a lot of players in this league that would say, I would take 9-7.
Exactly.
That's a decent stat line.
3 straight free throws for Queth. It's a very decent free throw. And what I just say, we weren't used to the 20 points a game type of thing.
Right, yeah. Huge drop-off from where he had been, of course.
4-point lead right now for Hutchinson, 35-31. Ball on the outside, left wing. Pratt, nice move by Davis. Gets around the defender, puts a shot up and won't go. This time the rebound cleared out by Queth. Gets it quickly, goes to the left side, a hold up, Baker 3, it won't go. Rebound underneath Queth, and a foul called. He'll go back to the line again, another Pratt Beaver foul. And 2 things you're going to look at, like you said, is going to be those offensive boards for Pratt with the ability for Queth underneath to get the fouls. Foul shot is going to go on Horton, and Darren has 3.
Yeah, so he's starting to see some foul trouble, Queth and Horton now for Pratt.
Free throw toss, up and good by Queth.
6 of his 9 have come from the line.
And he's 6 of 7 overall from the line. He is out of Salt Lake City, Utah, by way of the Sedan. Free throw toss, good. Boy, he is about as pure a free throw shooter as you're going to get. 11 points for the young man out of Salt Lake City. Here's Davis in the backcourt, and a hand check foul called on King. King had a hand on his back, and coaching staff wondering why you doing that in the backcourt, guarding him so tight. Inbounding will be the Beavers. Hutchinson had the fouls to give right now with that 5, but that's not what they really want. Here the inbound comes into Davis. King playing him tight. Davis, 3 points on the right side. Shot won't go, and halftime is here. Hutchinson with a 6-point lead at 37-31 at intermission. The Blue Dragons fell behind, and they were able to rally back and take the lead and extend it now to a 6-point margin, 37-31 at intermission. We'll take a timeout, get set for the Medicine Shop in-game capsule when we return right after this 2-minute timeout on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Mega Manufacturing, Sporting Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Home Instead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
This is Carter Fowle, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
No time to fix breakfast? Just call us at Anchor Away 662-3100 and we'll have it ready for you. Choose from our selection of breakfast burritos, biscuits, or one of our 5 different complete breakfast plates. Breakfast from 7 to 10:30, Monday through Saturday. If you missed us for breakfast, we're here for lunch and dinner too. Pick up your favorite Mexican dinner or take some home for the family. We're open till 9. That's Anchor Away, drive-through, carry-out, and catering under the water tower at B & Adams in Hutchinson, 662-3100.
Like a good deal? Need a new phone? Listen up. Trade in your old device at Nextech Wireless and get half off any smartphone. Then take your shiny new phone shopping with your $100 Visa gift card. That's any smartphone, plus cash to spend. Oh yeah, need more lines? No problem. Get a new smartphone at half price for everyone in the family, plus up to $300 in Visa gift cards. Visit Nextech Wireless today. Your new phone and cash are waiting. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Pratt Beaver Dome. It is halftime, and Hutchinson with a 39-31 lead over the Pratt Beavers. We'll go over some other scores in the conference because we had some upsets already, with Butler getting upset in the East and also with Barton getting upset in the West. We'll go over those just a little bit. It's time for the Medicine Shop in-game capsule, brought to you by the Little White Castle at 14th and Main. The Little White Castle the other day was in there. CBD oils is stocked up in good shape, as well as don't forget about the free delivery that they have within the city limits of Hutchinson, and sometimes even outside. If they have a staff member that is going that direction, they'll be able to take care of you. Don't forget it's flu season time, and it's really starting to hit the Hutchinson and Reno County area. So if you have not gotten your flu shot, go in and check on it. They'll do all the work, all the billing. They'll get a hold of your physician for you. And again, the softest touch with Grant or Lacey, either one. The Medicine Shop, 14th and Main in Hutchinson. Pretty good shooting for the Blue Dragons, 52.2%, 12 out of 23. While Pratt shot 31.6%, put up 38 shots, 15 more shots, Darren, than the Blue Dragons did, but again only hit 12 of those. So that's the difference in this ball game. Is more shots being put up. And that's some great free throw shooting by Hutchinson, 10 out of 15.
Yeah, a big reason for those second chance opportunities. Pratt has more rebounds offensively than they do defensively. So 12 of the 23 rebounds for the Beavers have come on the offensive end. Early on, at the media timeout, it hadn't done much for them. 5 offensive rebounds, half of the total rebounding output, and only had 4 second chance points. Well, now with those 12 offensive rebounds, 15 second chance points to the 5 put up by the Blue Dragons. Deontay Davis showing us a little bit of his shooting ability from beyond the arc. Hit 3 3-pointers, finishes that first half with 10 points. Harrison Egan also finishes with 10 points as well. For the Blue Dragons, Jayhawk West did a lot of damage at the line where he was able to hit 7 of his 8 free throw attempts. He finishes with 11 in that first half. 4 for Big Fred Othiambo. Had a couple of back-to-back possessions that looked good on the inside. DJ Mitchell also hit 3 3-pointers. He finishes the first half with 10. And then Saquon Singleton had 6 points in that first half of action. Blue Dragons being out-rebounded not only from the offensive boards from Pratt, but just overall, 23-18. Pratt leading that category, but the Dragons still able to put a little run on there at the end and come away with a 6-point lead at halftime.
That is your Medicine Shop in-game capsule, brought to you by the Little White Castle at 14th and Main. Rick Stone, Lacey, the whole gang does such a great job. Brent as well. Stop in and tell them hi, and great over-the-counter products as well. And also, don't forget those greeting cards. We have some Mother's Day coming up before too long, or Valentine's Day, exactly. Again, the Medicine Shop at 14th and Main in Hutchinson. We will take a 2-minute timeout, come back and look at some scores throughout the Jayhawk Conference as well. And, of course, Duke upset today as well. KU with the win. K-State with a huge win over West Virginia. We'll be back with more coming your way right after this 2-minute timeout.
Needing repairs, parts, belts, or bags for your vacuum? How about free pickup and delivery for any service? Hi, this is Donna Pitzer, the Bag Lady. I work on all vacuums, including Oric, Kirby, Simplicity, Riccar, Hoover, Kinmar, and all Panasonics. I can get bags and parts for almost any vacuum. Plus, in most cases, I'll save you up to 40% on your bag purchases. Best of all, I deliver at no charge for all services I offer. For parts, bags, or service of your vacuum, call me, Donna Pitzer, the Bag Lady, at 663-4322.
Hi, Brian Bowe, General Manager at Midwest Toyota. It's a new year, and it's time to move out on all the 2019s. And with deals like a 2019 Toyota Corolla hatch was $23,361, now just $19,499. Or how about a 2019 Tacoma Access Cab 4x4 was $35,493, now $30,999. Or how about a 2019 Toyota 4Runner Limited 4x4 was $46,262, now $40,499. Come and see us for best selection at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Need to send someone money? Pay a babysitter? Split the bill? Use FirstPay. It is the person-to-person payment option located right inside your online banking app. There is no need to download an additional application. It is simple, safe, and secure. We're first for you. Visit fnbhutch.bank to learn more, or click on your First National Bank app to get started. You can also stop into a location nearest you, and we're happy to help. First National Bank of Hutchinson, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Beaver Dome. Glenn Grunwald along with Darren Dunn. 37-31, Hutchinson with the lead. Let's look at some of the scores throughout the Jayhawk Conference that's taking place this afternoon or this evening as well. Butler again getting beat by Independence, 97-57. Colby beat Barton 80-74 this afternoon in men's action. And that's all the games so far. Cloud and Cali are underway right now. Same way with Garden City at Northwest Kansas Tech. And Butler is at Garden City this evening. Neosho, that's coming up this next week. Neosho on Monday will be at Colby. So some upsets regarding, to some extent, if you want to look at that, as Independence had been playing pretty good basketball, but Butler got a big win again on the road this afternoon, and of course the big win by Colby. So, Darren, some thoughts?
Well, for Pratt, really kept in this ball game, you could say, by those second chance opportunities, where it's come away with 15 second chance opportunities and 10 more points than the Dragons in that category. Blue Dragons need to continue to guard the three ball. Done a pretty good job of that against Pratt. Pratt 3 of 16, was 18.8% from distance, but we know this team can shoot about twice as well as that. So we'll see if the Dragons can continue to guard there, but then box out, right? You can't continue to give up all those second chance opportunities. And I would say continue to work Jayhawk West on the inside. You made mention that one of two things typically happen when he gets the ball in there. Either he's going to score or he's going to go to the free throw line. And tonight, if he's going to go to the free throw line, there's a good chance he's going to put somebody into foul trouble. Already a couple of Beavers in foul trouble with 3 and another one with 2. So big opportunity on the inside for the Blue Dragons, who are also, once again, for the second game in a row, shooting pretty well from beyond the arc at 37.5%.
You're right. Zul Queth, the other Queth out there tonight for the Beavers with 3 personal fouls. He has 4 points in the contest. So Jamal Horton also averages 16.2 a game with 2 points is all. He has 3 fouls in the contest, so they're going to have to watch out there.
Well, I'll tell you how big that is to hold him to 2 in that first half of play. He was held to 3 points just one time this season. In his other 14 appearances, he scored 10 or more points.
Quick scores from the NCAA. This is a pretty big one. Number 5, Butler goes down. DePaul a winner. DePaul Devils a winner, 79-66. They handle them pretty easy. Florida also a winner over number 4 Auburn, 69-47 today. And number 17 Maryland a winner over Purdue, 57-50. So Matt Painter's team having a hard time getting on track. But Trojan with a winner over on that one. K-State a winner over West Virginia, 84-68. We listened a little bit of that game, making our way here. And KU a big winner over Texas, 66-57. Pulled away late in that contest. Oregon has held on to win in overtime, winning it 64-61 over Washington in Kentucky. Ends up getting the win over Arkansas, 73-66 on that one. And also Houston upset Wichita State, number 16 Wichita State, 65-54. There's 2 losses in a row. Temple the other night was who beat Wichita State. Now Houston comes up and gets it done. Also Texas Tech in the Big 12, a winner over Iowa State, 72-52. Some upsets going on all over the place tonight, Darren.
Yeah, a few opportunities for some teams in the Big 12 to move up. And in Oregon's case, what a comeback victory there. I know when I looked at that game, looking at trying to see what Shakur Houston was doing, I think he had maybe 3 points at halftime. That team was down by like 12 at the half, so a big comeback win there for the Ducks.
Of course, when we keep an eye on him, we also keep an eye on Bandu. It's 4 3-pointers today, 16 points. He was big time in the win over Oklahoma State. Right here, it is 37-31. Hutchinson leads the Pratt Beavers with about 3 minutes to go before we start the second half of play. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, come back and get set for the second half of play. Again, Hutchinson up by 6 at intermission. We'll be back right after this 2-minute timeout on Blue Dragon Sports Network.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members. Mega Manufacturing, Sporting Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson. Hi, this is Rob, and I want to tell you about one of my favorite places in Kansas to get a melt-in-your-mouth cheeseburger. It's RV Drive-In, where they've been serving up fresh food, not fast food, since 1948. They're famous for their burgers, but you can also try their homemade pork tenderloin sandwich, patty melts, BLTs, and so much more. Tuesday, Thursday evenings, Friday, and Saturday, they make their homemade onion rings that are the best I've ever eaten. RV Drive-In, Kansas' oldest drive-in at 201 East Avenue A and online at rvdrivein.com. Go Blue Dragons!
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, the Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving local business in Hutchinson. We're so thankful to our customers in Hutchinson, Reno County, and Central Kansas for your support. In turn, we're proud to be a major sponsor of the Hutch High Salthawks, as well as other area high schools, the Blue Dragons, Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks, and Wildcats. You support us, and the Hutchinson Medicine Shop supports local sports.
Getting the most back from your tax return starts with getting the most expertise. H&R Block has more enrolled agents than any other tax preparation company, and we guarantee the accuracy of every return prepared by our tax professionals. We find every credit and deduction to lower your tax bill. Put our expertise to work on your return, and don't just get your taxes done, get your taxes won. In Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
Just about to start the second half of play. We're about a minute away. 37-31, Hutchinson on top. Josh Gooch and I were talking with the athletic director of Hutchinson Community College. When the new three-point line goes in, Darren, there's not going to be very much room in the corners. Isn't that about a foot and a half, 18 inches farther out, the new three-point line, or right around that range?
Yeah, so I think you're going to make it more like what they see in the NBA, where you have basically just enough room to stand over there.
I mean, my point is, if they take a three from there, there's a good chance it's going to be on the line. There's about a 3-foot difference right now, and you tighten that up by a foot and a half, it's going to be a little postage stamp over there in the corner. And I was watching DJ Mitchell shoot, and he shoots from that very spot. So it could be interesting next year when they put that into effect.
Yeah, I think it adds a little bit more precision, of course, to the game. You wouldn't think it would throw people off by much, but you'd be surprised how much more inaccurate you can be moving back that far.
Yeah. What'll be good for people to do is not worry about that in the corner. Take whatever they're going to give you. If it's a three, that's good. If it's not, no big deal. Right here, second half of play, I think you're going to see the Pratt Beavers try to light it up from the outside a little bit more. And Hudson's going to need to stop those offensive boards. Beavers have stayed with a zone defense for much of the game. Let's see if they come out of it or not. Most teams Do not want to get in transition with Hutchinson, but Pratt would be one that maybe could run with him. Here's Davis. As Pratt has the first possession as we start the second half of play. Ezekiel gets the ball over to Davis. Davis dribble penetrates, loses the basketball. Ezekiel comes up with it into the paint. Goes up strong, doesn't get it. He'll bang inside, not there. Blocked again, out of bounds. This time it went off of the big guy, Julian Ezekiel. Out of bounds. It'll be Hutchinson basketball.
Big defensive play by Fred Othiambo.
What was wise is Fred kept his presence to stay straight up on him. Here's Baker. Feed down low underneath the Othiambo. He'll work down low. Goes up, has a block, and a travel call is going to go against Othiambo.
10 turnovers now for the Blue Dragons. So, serious question. Did I miss a jump ball in the first half?
Not sure. You're talking about the possession?
Mm-hmm. Because Pratt won the tip, right?
Yep, they did win the tip.
And then Pratt just got the ball to open up the second half.
Certainly did. Ball on the outside. I'll hand it off. Over the left wing, dribble penetration, down low, loose basketball picked up by Hutchinson. Here come the Blue Dragons. The drive by Baker, puts it up and in. Nice job by Baker. He has 4 now on the evening, and Hutchinson lead extended to 8 as we start the second half. 39-31 Hutch. Back on the outside with the basketball will be Honus. Gives it off to Davis. Davis dangerous from the outside. Drives in and draws the foul. It's going to go against Hutchinson. Brown will pick up his first.
The only thing that hurt him there was the fact that Honus got head and shoulders beyond him.
I was trying to remember if there was a scrum earlier in the first half or if the jump ball was called, and I can't remember. I remember the half-court situation where he's over and back.
Mm-hmm.
Ball on the outside, inside, stumbling a little bit. And finally, Tommy Thomas gets to the corner. Here's Honus. He'll shoot the 3 and hit it. He can knock him down from out there. You got to keep a hand on him, and Drew had plenty of room. And that's his first 3 of the ball game, first basket of the ball game. Cuts it down to 39-34, the lead for Hutchinson. Outside Brown. Davis tied on him. To the top now to Singleton. Baker gathers in the pass. Out to Othiambo. Down low underneath to Brown. Brown takes baseline down low, goes up, has a block from behind, foul called. Any act of shooting, Tyler Brown should shoot free throws. Foul's going to be charged on Davis. That'll be his second. Nice move by Tyler trying to get that low block baseline right there. Free throw toss is up and good. Brown averages 13.9 a game, 13.9. Right now he is at 4 points per ball game. Free throws up and good. 5 for Tyler. He is 3 for 4.
Yeah, led this team in scoring for most of the year, and just recently saw himself get surpassed by not only Jayhawk West, but also Josh Baker.
41-34, Hutchinson lead. Here's Honus. He'll throw one up, and I mean he just threw one up and draw the foul. Foul's going to be called on Baker. That'll be his second. Honus knew that there was not a chance of him making that. He just absolutely threw it up. He'll shoot the free throw. Baker smiling about it a little bit. Honus will get set to shoot the free throw. 41-34. Makes the free throw 41-35. Honus with the free throw. He now has 4 points. Honus gets set to shoot the second one. Quiet crowd tonight here in the Beaver Dome. Free throw toss is up and good.
Yeah, really the only time you heard him make a noise was on that putback dunk in the first half.
Tyler Brown will bring it across. Goes left side with it over to Baker. Now got top. Fred Othiambo he lifted up his pivot foot. I say do it, and I don't think he realized he did it, but he changed the pivot. And O'Cone will come into the ball game, and Fred would take a seat. So O'Cone will come in. With the basketball will be the Pratt Beavers. Egan gives it off to Davis. Davis left wing. Egan works against Brown off the ball screen over to Honus. Left side. Take it in the middle, trying to bat it down below. Loose basketball ran down by Davis as they'll pop it back outside. Didn't hit rim, so 12 on the shot clock. There's a Davis three that won't go. Ball kicked out into the hands of Davis. He'll lay it up and score it. Hutchinson made a mistake there, just didn't block out. Davis was able to come in and get the basket. He has 14, and a timeout's going to be taken with 17 minutes to go in the second half of play. Beavers have cut it to 3, 41-38. Hutchinson lead is 3. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back right after this on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
Happy New Year from all of us at Pools Plus. We are celebrating big this new year, and we want your savings to be even bigger. Come in during the month of January and save 20% on all spa accessories and spa fragrances. Stock up and save 15% on spa chemicals. The savings are going on all month long at Pools Plus. Shop local, shop Pools Plus, 21 East 1st and downtown Hutchinson.
Outdoor living doesn't start until you call us at Pools Plus.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Mega Manufacturing, Burton Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Coppin Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
Here we go. Welcome back. Glenn Grunwald along with Darren Dunn as both teams break huddle, and it will be Hutchinson basketball. Leading it by only 3 now, 41-38. There's a turnover. Pratt will bring it up. They'll shoot the long 3 and hit it. Davis just barely got it across half court and launched the 3 and knocked it down. He has 17-5 here in the second half of play. We're tied at 41. 16:40 to go. Lots of time. Here's Brown outside. DJ Mitchell knocks it down and answers. Mitchell with 4 trays now. 12 points to check that. He has a free throw in there as well, so he has 13 points.
Battle of the threes between those two guys. Mitchell with 4 and Davis with 4.
Ball on the outside. Davis. He'll square up and shoot. Misses. Foul called. Coaching staff wanted a legal screen called. It's going to be not a shooting situation. Foul's going to be called on Brown. That'll be his second. And Pratt will inbound right in front of the Pat bench.
Dragons have just opened up the largest lead of the game at 8, and Beavers came storming back.
3-point ball game now, 44-41. Davis, nearly a pick by DJ Mitchell. Flash pass down low, basket good by Izuku. He has 5. And it's a 1-point game. 44-43. Hutchinson with the lead by 1. So Pratt with a run to open up this first 4 minutes in the contest. Feed down low, basket good.
Mitchell waiting underneath with great pass. Great find by Brown.
Mitchell with the basket. 15 for DJ. 46-43. Hutch extends it back to a 3-point margin.
Wow.
Feed down low. Honus, basket good. Backdoor play.
Ojukwu having his way underneath with Jayhawk West, really shoving him around. The official's not looking at it.
A 1-point lead for Hudson, 46-45. It was really apparent on that possession. 3-pointer by Mitchell. Rims off no good. Rebound cleared out there by Egan of the Pratt Beavers. Pratt playing well. Setting a 10-8 coming into this one. 4-5 in conference play. Here at home, they're pretty tough, 7-3. Outside with the basketball, there's Egan. Has a pick. Here comes Singleton. Singleton will take it down, bounces it to the back, gives off to O'Cone underneath the Brown. Layup doesn't go, but a foul's called. Foul's going to be charged on Honus. He will pick up his second.
I think the most interesting thing about Davis and his 3-pointers, he barely jumps. I mean, I don't know if you remember Sam Perkins in the NBA, spent a lot of time with the Indiana Pacers, really didn't do much of a jump, maybe went up on his toes, and that's all Davis does on his 3. So thinking about that, as long the 3s he's taking, a lot of that is upper body.
Upper body, yeah, sure is. Free throw toss is up and good by Brown. For Sam Perkins, formerly of North Carolina. Brown will shoot a second one. 3 free throws in a row for him now. And 4 out of 5 today. Here comes Brown's toss. It's up and good. 7 points for Tyler Brown to get him out and protect those fouls. Baker comes in for him. 48-45, the lead back at 3 again. Just under 15 minutes to go in this second half of play. Glenn Grunwald, Darren Dunn with you on Country 102.9, KHUT in Hutch, as well as KWBW, 1450 AM and 98.5 in Hutch. Drive down low. Still, ball blocked, and Tommy Thomas with the miss. Here comes Saquon Singleton. He'll peel off, takes it inside, kicks it outside. Mitchell fakes the pass, takes it inside himself, doesn't get it. Rebound's going to be cleared out there by Tommy Thomas. He comes up with a loose basketball. He's out of Harlem, New York. Up the court quickly. In there now is Jamal Horton, who's playing with 3 fouls. Rolls off the pick, left side, into traffic. Here's Burns. He'll drive in, puts it up, can't get it done. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, misses it again. Gets another rebound, blotted out by O'Cone. Ran down by Tommy Thomas. 2 opportunities for Burns inside. Couldn't get it to finish. Here's a 3 from the outside by Honus, which is good. And Honus, just like that, has 10 points. And we're tied at 48, and a timeout is going to be taken. 13:58 to go in this second half of play. Pratt red hot through this first 6 minutes. We're tied at 48. We'll be back with more from the Beaver Dome in Pratt, Kansas, right after this 1-minute timeout.
This is Carter File, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
No time to fix breakfast? Just call us at Anchor Away 662-3100 and we'll have it ready for you. Choose from our selection of breakfast burritos, biscuits, or one of our 5 different complete breakfast plates. Breakfast from 7 to 10:30, Monday through Saturday. If you missed us for breakfast, we're here for lunch and dinner too. Pick up your favorite Mexican dinner or take some home for the family. We're open till 9. That's Anchor Away, drive-through, carry-out, and catering under the water tower at B & Adams in Hutchinson, 662-3100.
Only Jaden O'Cone with 2 great blocks down the low blocks, and they were able to run it down Tommy Thomas with a skip pass across, and Honus knocked down the 3.
Beavers with only 3 made 3-pointers in that first half already have 3 through about 7 minutes of basketball in the second half, or 6 minutes of basketball.
Mitchell to O'Cone, outside to Singleton. Hutchinson gets big down low underneath, goes to Quest. He'll bang it down low, and they're going to get foul called on Burns. Burns was just dancing with him down below. Called the foul on him. That'll be his first. Hutchinson will inbound. Quest starting to get ready to put his move on, and the whistle blew. TJ Mitchell gets set to inbound. Got to get it in. Close to a 5, and it will be a 5 count. A turnover against Hutchinson. Saquon Singleton finally got loose, but it was too late in the corner.
Going to have a little bit more urgency on that internal clock.
Jamal Horton will bring it up. He looks to Coach Flynn, and here's what he wants to say, and brings it over on the dribble. Horton reminds me of Devontae Van Du a lot. Ball stormed away, threw it away right into Quest. Quest comes up with the turnover. Here's Mitchell, back outside. Singleton, back to Mitchell right. Down low to Quest on the low blocks. Works down low, goes up, head fakes, doesn't get it off, and got called for the travel.
14 turnovers now for the Blue Dragons.
Izuku was down low on him, guarding him pretty tight, got a block in his hands, and Quest did not put up the shot, tried to push through it. We're tied at 48. 13:05 to go. Horton outside now to Burns. Burns on the dribble. Foul call. They're going to whistle this one on Quest. And that'll be on Jayhawk Quest, his second. Here comes the inbound. Tommy Thomas gets it in quickly into Horton's hands. Jamal Horton with the left-hand dribble. Rolls to his left side. Kicks it to Honus. Honus falls down. Foul called. Foul's going to be called on Singleton. That'll be his third. Here comes Tyler Brown into the lineup.
According to the official, he hit him with the old leg sweep.
That's what Saquon just said. He said I kicked him. Here comes the inbound from the baseline right. Bounce pass comes in quickly into the hands of Egan. Egan whips it to Tommy Thomas. Out front now to Horton. Horton rolls to the left, takes the baseline, goes down low, puts it up and in. Horton with 4, and the lead now for Pratt at 50-48. 12:28 to go in the second half of play. O'Cone down low to Queth, goes up and scores it. Nice job. Nice feed by O'Cone. Mejak with his first basket of the second half now. He has 13. 50-50 tie. Clock nearing the 12-minute mark of the second half of play. Horton right wing. Rolls off the pick, takes it down low again, and this time it's rejected, but a foul called. Queth went high to get the block, but it's going to be called on Brown. That'll be his third.
I'll say the one thing that Horton does a really good job of, something he's been able to practice for a long time. We mentioned how long he's been around. He gets that elbow out. He kind of gets it extended where he's not pushing, but he's keeping that defender at bay with that little bit of strength off the right arm, forearm shiver.
There's his free throws up and good. Horton now at 5 points. Gives the lead back to Pratt at 51-50.
It's really tough to get him for a foul on that until he actually extends it and creates, bigger space with a forceful move. It's just really subtle.
Gordon Carney talking to Coach Eck about that just very point right now. Free throws up and good by Horton. He has 6. And the lead is 2 for the Pratt Beavers, 52-50. Outside O'Cone, deep left side. Now King into the ball game. Tyler Brown checked out because of the fouls. Here's King down low to Queth. He'll work on Burns. Back outside to King. Thought about it. Down to Queth again. 9 on the shot clock. He'll work it in. Backdoor play to King. Basket good. Nice pass. King with the basket and a 30-second timeout. We're tied at 52. Great job by Queth to see King loop around and come back in on the weak side. 52-52 tie. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more on the Blue Dragon Sports Network from Pratt right after this 30-second timeout.
Like a good deal? Need a new phone? Listen up. Trade in your old device at Nextech Wireless and get half off any smartphone. Then take your shiny new phone shopping with your $100 Visa gift card. That's any smartphone, plus cash to spend. Oh yeah, need more lines? No problem. Get a new smartphone at half price for everyone in the family, plus up to $300 in Visa gift cards. Visit Nextech Wireless today. Your new phone and cash are waiting. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Glenn Grumwald along with Darren Dunn from the Pratt Beaver Dome. We're tied at 52-52 all. Glad to have you along on KHUT today as well as KWBW. Our stations in Hutchinson, Kansas on the stream as well at BlueDragonSports.com on the YouTube channel. And also on Pratt's YouTube channel today as well. Ball on the outside, Horton. Rolls left, falls up with the basket, but does not count as the foul's going to be called on King. That'll be his second. In the act of shooting, it will send Horton to the line. And now the MO is just for Horton to go around that left edge like you talked about to drive it in.
Yeah, and he's going to start making his living here from the line unless the Dragons can keep from fouling him on that drive.
Free throws up and good by Horton now.
A year ago, as a defender, I would have probably told you once he throws that arm into you, maybe give a little bit of a flop. But now that that's the emphasis, you can't do it.
Yeah, you sure can't. Free throw stop is up and good.
You just need something to show that you've been displaced by that arm.
The lead is 2 for Pratt, 54-52. They trailed at halftime by 6. The drive by King. His shot won't go, but Queth is there to get the rebound. He'll go up and put it in. Queth did a great job of just knifing between 2 defenders to get the rebound. He was a little deep under the rim, was able to get it up and in. Long 3 by Horton, off no good. Rebound fought for in the corner, ran down by the Pratt Beavers. We're tied at 54. Here's Horton on the outside. 10:53 to go in a cup ball game. Oh, you immediate timeout when we get under 10. Here's Horton. O'Cone comes over to trap. Ball knocked away. It's saved in bounds. But they're going to say it's off of the Pratt Beavers, out of bounds. It'll be Hutchinson basketball.
With Jayhawk West, I would argue that if you had a statistical category for times fouls should have been called and they weren't, but you finished anyway, he would probably be one of the leaders in the nation.
There's a bad pass as Honus picks off a King's pass, trying to get it down low to Queth. Here comes Horton with the basketball. Tied at 54. 10:26 to go in the second half of play. There's a burn shot, rims off, no good. Queth with the rebound. And now Najah kind of grabbing his left hip after he came down on that one.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that's more being winded or if he took a shot.
Possibly be. Ball on the outside, Mitchell. Jab steps back outside to O'Cone, down low to Queth. He'll back in and shoot it up and in. Nice job on the turn. 17 points for him as he got Egan down low. Then we go the other way. The shot won't go, but a foul's going to be called. It'll be Horton to the line. Horton's a great ball player. He's already hit 4 free throws. Mitchell will pick up his first.
There are a lot of guys in the post. They'll have one, maybe two moves. I mean, how many does Jayhawk West have? I think he has more moves than I can count. The ways he can beat you on the inside.
Here's the media timeout with 9:56 to go in the second half of play. Hutchinson up by 2, 56-54. We'll be back with more from the Beaver Dome after this 1-minute timeout on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
There's gold within their heels, or jewelry boxes. Turn your broken or no longer worn gold and silver jewelry into cash at Salt City Pawn and Jewelry. We give you an instant cash price for rings, necklaces, pendants, bracelets, and even dental gold or broken jewelry. No sense letting it collect dust in the jewelry box. Clean it out and turn it into cash. We also buy electronics, video games, firearms, tools, and more. We pay you in cash, so come see what your items are worth and leave with more of the green stuff. Find us on the web at saltcitypawn.com, call 662-0403, or stop in at 916 East 4th in Hutchinson.
Like a good deal? Need a new phone? Listen up. Trade in your old device at Nextech Wireless and get half off any smartphone. Then take your shiny new phone shopping with your $100 Visa gift card. That's any smartphone, plus cash to spend. Oh yeah, need more lines? No problem. Get a new smartphone at half price for everyone in the family, plus up to $300 in Visa gift cards. Visit Nextech Wireless today. Your new phone and cash are waiting. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Pratt Beaver Dome getting a little louder. 56-54. Hutchinson on top by 2. And the stats really interesting. Hutchinson's made 19 shots. So has Pratt. The difference is Hutchinson's 19 out of 33 for 57.6%. Pratt has put up 38 shots. 55 shots, 19 out of 55 for 34.5. So this is the time you can't look at the percentages. It's a matter that they're making some baskets.
No, I mean, they've had a lot of second chance opportunities that the Dragons still continue to struggle with giving up.
20 to be exact. 20-8 on that number. That's leading by 2. Horton at the line. Taking his time, getting set. Comes the deep knee bend, and the push is up and good. You mentioned making a living. He's doing that right now with 5 free throws today. He'll shoot another one. Comes off no good on the miss. So might have jinxed in there, and Saquon Singleton gets the rebound. 9:50 to go. Hutchinson with the lead by 1 at 56-55. Here's Baker. Squares, shoots, and misses. Rebound cleared out of their Honus for the Pratt Beavers. Gives it off to Horton. Horton with the orange shoes will bring it up, goes in stride, puts up the shot. It's not there. He gets his own rebound, goes up and draws the foul. And he'll step to the line to shoot free throws. The foul's going to be called on Brown. That'll be his 4th.
I think that's the biggest thing with Horton. You know, he's been playing this whole time with 3 fouls, yet he continues to be very aggressive, driving to the paint, and it's paid off for him.
56-55. Free throws up and good. We're tied up as Horton hits the free throw.
Now 15 games, all but 1 on the season for Horton that he scored 10 or more points.
He'll shoot the second one. Free throw toss is good. 57-56, Pratt with the lead now with 9:26 to go in the ball game. Lots of time left. Ball on the outside. Baker drops one down low to Quest. Into Singleton. He'll knock for up a crazy shot. Doesn't go. Cone tried to get the rebound. Davis comes out with it. Two Dragons down the floor. Here comes Davis to the left side. He'll pop the three on his way. Rims off, no good. Big rebound by Davis underneath. Goes up and scores it. Hutchinson bodies all around, but Davis was able to get the rebound, and all of a sudden it's a three-point lead now for the Beavers. 59-56. O'Cone could tie it. He does. A three ball by O'Cone from the top of the key for his first basket. Got a good look and pulled the trigger out top. 59-59.
O'Cone outside of Baker and Brown, only Dragon to hit a three in that game against Garden City.
8:33 to go here. We're tied at 59 apiece. Honus on the outside. Over to Davis. Baker got a hand in on at him. Comes back out to guard on Horton. Horton has the ball again. They come out and double team. Trying to play off the ball screen. Bounce pass down low. Shot up, not there. And a shot clock violation. It did not hit rim. The shot was put up. I think trying to get it up there was Quest. Zool Quest is back in the ball game. He's in foul trouble with three, but they had to play they wanted, but didn't get it off. 8:05 to go. We're tied up at 59 apiece. Hutchinson basketball. O'Cone gets it in a reach-around foul on Uzuku. Uzuku just reached around.
And that's the right play. I mean, Queth is being held down there the entire time, but the officials aren't going to jump on it until he gets that entry pass.
That is only his first. Team foul number 4 on Pratt. O'Cone has it in the paint. Backs it up a little bit. There's Singleton. Singleton will work against Quest. Holds up. Gets it into Hutchinson's Quest. Loose basketball on the floor and out of bounds. It goes off of Hutchinson.
16 turnovers now by the Dragons.
59-59 tie with 7:43 to go in the contest.
Get a feeling if the Dragons can just limit the Beavers to one and done, a couple of trips, give them an opportunity to get some breathing room.
Outside with the basketball, Horton off the ball screen. Whoops it down low. Basket does not go on a missed shot put up by Azuku. And a foul called. This one's going to go on Pratt. It'll be on Azuku.
Yeah,
that'll be his second.
Major missed opportunity. Yeah. He knows it. Had the wide open look. Couldn't finish. And then he doubles up on the mistake by creating the foul.
Hutchinson will walk, dribble it up. Singleton across the timeline. 7:21 to go. And a foul away from the play is going to be called. This is going to be a hold on Davis. Davis picks up his third. Score's been tied 8 times, 7 lead changes. And right now that's the 16th foul against the Pratt Beavers. So one more will put the Dragons into the 1-1. DJ Mitchell gets it into Singleton, back outside Baker. Outside the arc, out to the left, back out top to Singleton between rings. Over to DJ Mitchell, backs in on Davis. Backdoor play to Baker, basket good, and the end one. Got just what they needed. Baker faked it outside. You have to worry about that in the end one. Let's see who the foul's going to be up against. It's going to be on Honus. That'll be his third foul.
And that's just one of those plays that comes from working a lot together. You know, in football, they talk about being able to anticipate between quarterback and receiver when your receiver is going to make that outcut. And that's exactly what happened for Baker. That pass was on its way before he even made the cut to the basket.
DJ kind of rolled around to his right. That brought the defense with him. Free throws up and good by Baker. The three-point play the old-fashioned way. And now 62-59 is the score. Hutchinson with the lead. Nice job by Baker. Down low underneath. Shot up. Missing. Rebound cleared away by Jayhawk West. Hutchinson will have the basketball. They'll bring it up. Singleton outside to DJ Mitchell. Thought about it, gives it off to Singleton. Outside Singleton into the paint, puts up the shot, doesn't get it. Shorts it. Rebound's going to be cleared out of there by Egan of the Pratt Beavers. Long three by Davis, and you're exactly right on that. The big three by Davis. He does not get off the floor. He just slings it up there with the arms. 22 points for him.
If you want to know what his range is, it's anywhere in the front court.
Drive down low. Queth doesn't get it. Loose basketball. Cone falls down. Foul call. They're going to get it on Horton. If it's on Horton, it's going to be his fourth.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were going to get that or not, but Horton basically a tackle on the play.
Horton coming out there, argue a little bit. He's going to come out of the ball game. That'll be his fourth. Oh, he's going to stay in. Excuse me. That's 4 on him. And at the line will be O'Cone to shoot free throws.
I think that's the conversation Sean Flynn is having with his assistant. They may change their mind here. He's looking, trying to figure out if this is the critical part of the game.
Free throw toss is up and good by O'Cone. O'Cone now with 4. All second half points. He'll shoot another one.
Honus will come in for Horton. So I think Sean Flynn's assistant talked him into taking him out at least for a couple of minutes and getting him back in a crucial stretch.
6 minutes to go. And what he was doing was working for Pratt. They got him back in the ball game. O'Cone's free throws up and good. So he got 2 there, and he has 5 for the ball game. 64-62, Hutchinson. Davis outside now. They go to Egan. Right side corner. 3 ball by Tommy Thomas is good. Kind of bounced on one leg after he shot it, knocked it down, and Pratt on top 65-64. 5.5 to go. Baker drops it down low underneath to Queth back outside. Here's O'Cone. He'll drive in. Contact's made. Blocking foul called. Foul's going to be charged against Davis. His 4th personal. At the line will be O'Cone. O'Cone was determined to drive.
Just got his head and shoulders beyond the defender to create that block. 5 threes in the second half for Pratt. Only 3 in that first half of action.
Free throw toss is up and good by O'Cone. I want to remind Dragon Talk will be Monday night. Steve Carpenter with John Anges at 6:30. I'll be with Steve Eck at 6 o'clock. And AJ's at the alley. Come on by. They'll have some players with us as well. We'll chat with. O'Cone's free throws up and good. And the timeout's going to be taken. We're going to break in. 66-65. Hutch up by 1. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout right here on the Blue Dragon Sports Network. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hi, Brian Bowe, General Manager at Midwest Toyota. It's a new year, and it's time to move out on all the 2019s. And with deals like a 2019 Toyota Corolla hatch was $23,361, now just $19,499. Or how about a 2019 Tacoma Access Cab 4x4 was $35,493, now $30,999. Or how about a 2019 Toyota 4Runner Limited 4x4 was $46,262, now $40,499. Come and see us for best selection at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
Special thanks to Randy McKay doing all the engineer work tonight at K-Hut Studios. We appreciate it very much. Here 66-65. Both teams with 19 fouls apiece. Hutchinson with a 1-point lead. That is still going to come down to the free throws.
Yeah, well, and I think for Sean Flynn, his big thing is now, okay, how long can I keep Horton out of this game and save fouls? And I think if his team can keep this close, getting down to the 3-minute mark, he might wait until then. If the Dragons start to pull away, he may want to send him in a little bit sooner. But of course, he has Horton now he has to deal with, and also Davis, who's going to stay in the game with his 4 fouls.
Hutchinson in the paint. They scored 30 points to 22, but that second chance points 24-10. Pratt with the edge there. Here's Davis out high into Burns' hands. Davis gets it back. Loses the basketball, but runs back and gets it. Now, DJ Mitchell, watch out for this screen and give it up. Little backdoor play. DJ Mitchell with a hand in there to knock it away and control it. So Mitchell will come on the dribble, and Hutchinson with a 1-point lead with 5 to go.
One change they made defensively was the switch on the screen. It paid off there.
O'Cone to Mitchell. Back outside Baker. To the right side, O'Cone shoots and misses. Ball tipped out. O'Cone gets a hand on it and rolls it over to Saquon Singleton. Baker sidesteps, shoots the three, and hits it. That's a big basket. Baker with 10 points in the ball game.
His first three-pointer.
That one was huge. Ball on the outside. 69-65, the lead by 4. Here's Baker with the steal. Josh Baker has stepped up big time in this last minute of play. 4:17 to go in the second half. The drive by B.J. Mitchell. Get in there, ball. It does not, and he will earn them at the line. Pratt hanging in by 4, though. Let's see who the foul's going to be charged against.
Zul Queth will pick up his 4th.
Zul Queth picks up foul number 4. He walks to the bench.
So now it became a matter of not being able to get Horton back in the game fast enough. He was sent to the table, but the Dragons have gone on a little run here.
Mitchell has an opportunity now to extend that lead. Free throw toss is up and good. Mitchell with 16 points off the bench tonight. First free throw of the second half. A 5-point Hutchinson lead, 70-65, with 4:14 to go. Free throw toss is up and good. So Mitchell with both free throws, 17 points for him. Back in checks Zul Queth now, and out
he can't
checks.
come back in.
And here comes Egan.
Time has not come off the clock. He checked out, and no time had come off, so he can't come in until at least a second has gone by.
He has to sit and wait, and staying in there will be Egan. Ball on the outside. Here's Horton. Trying to roll off the ball screen. He'll decide just to shoot it. Shot won't go. Battle for the board. Taken away by Saquon Singleton. Hutchinson basketball with a 6-point lead with 3:55 to go in the ball game. B.J. Mitchell outside. Baker has the ball. Drops it down low to Queth. He's double-team trapped. Gets it back outside. Here's Baker. Rolls off the pick to the right side. 12 on the shot clock. Down low. Rejected. Here comes Pratt with the basketball. Horton will weave his way across. Kicks it left. Davis 3-ball. Rims off. No good. Ball stolen away and knocked away out of bounds. Last touch off of the Blue Dragons. Baker really hustling over there.
He was, and it's probably a good thing, a better thing that he has a foot on the line when he touches that ball, because he goes to the ground and knocks the ball back to 2 wide open Beavers, and Pratt would have had the advantage offensively there.
You just slipped a little bit, Steve Carpenters, Sports Information Director, indicated. Here comes the inbound. Davis gets it to Horton. And a foul away from the play. They're going to get this one on Queth. Hutchinson's Queth. That'll be his 3rd. At the line will go Izukwu. He'll step to the line. His team trailing, Pratt trailing by 6 points with 3:25 to go in the ball game. Izukwu out of Buffalo, New York. Freshman, 6'6". Free throw toss is good. His second time to the line. His second free throw. He's 2 out of 3 now.
Pratt getting a much better effort out of him tonight. Was 0 for 1 from the arc with just 2 rebounds in 11 minutes in that game against Seward.
Free throws up and good. 67-71. Hudson with a 4-point lead now. Hudson on the offense. Baker on the dribble. Brings it across. Over to Mitchell on the left wing. Out to Singleton, top of the key. Here's Mitchell. Dribble penetrates. Goes down low and draws the foul. Heard Steve X say to keep on moving, and as he did, Burns will pick up the personal. So Hudson with an opportunity with Mitchell to shoot free throws. At the line. 2-shot foul coming. Both teams in a double bonus. Free throw toss is up and good for Mitchell. Mitchell off the bench has started to really produce. 18 points for him tonight. Darren. He averages 13.5. He has some good points off the bench against Garden City as well.
Yeah, averaging more in conference play. And remember tonight doing all this scoring without the headband.
We're going to have to talk to DJ about that. Free throw's up and good. He has 19.
I think he used it as motivation. It upset him enough. He was like, all right, you'll make me play without it. I'll show you.
The lead is 6 for Hutch, 73-67 with 2:58 to go. Horton, left side Queth. He'll shoot it on his way off his mark with the rebound. Weak side, put back, doesn't go. But Davis comes out with it some way. Getting the rebound was Ezekiel, but his shot was blocked. Here the drive by Horton, baseline underneath. And he tried to throw it off of a Hutchinson player, and I think he's successful in that regards. 8 on the shot clock. Horton tried to lob it. He does get it into Burns. He goes up, ball rejected, foul called underneath. And if it's on O'Cone, he was standing straight up. That's what they're going to call.
Well, I think he was being tricky there. He came down on him, and then he did what a lot of players like to do, is then go straight up and make it look like they were straight up the whole time.
Never seen officials say, oh, yeah, you're right. You know?
Right.
Free throw toss is up and good by Burns.
Anytime you see both hands go up immediately after contact, more often than not, the foul has already occurred.
All right, makes it a 2-possession game, a 5-point difference, 73-68. Second toss is for Burns. He has 4 points, all from the foul stripe. And it's a 4-point ball game, 73-69. Hutchinson with the lead. Outside, here's DJ Mitchell. Mitchell holding it high, lobs it over to Queth. He goes all the way to the corner to come out with it on the dribble, gives it off to Baker. Baker to the free throw line, gives it back to Baker from the shot. Queth underneath, loose basketball, and 2 of them tie it up. Possession will be Hutchinson's way. So with 2:07 to go, Blue Dragons will have the possession. So they're going to leave it with 1 on the shot clock.
Dragons need to try to go to that quick play. They use a lot to Saquon in the middle.
1 on the shot clock. Here comes the inbound. Lob it in. Quick shot. Put up. No good. Rebound's going to be cleared out of there. Behind the Pratt Beavers. They're down by 4. They have got the score. They'll drive it in. Pull it back out. Horton on the dribble. 1:56 to go. Shot from outside. 3-pointer's good from outside by Horton. That's the first basket he has made in the second half, and it's a big one. It pulls his team within 1 at 73-72 with 1:46 to go. Big basket by Horton.
6 second-half 3-pointers for the Beavers.
He has settled into nothing but free throws, and all of a sudden, boom. He has 3 field goals. That last 3 was huge. Drive inside by O'Cone, not there. Rebound cleared out by Horton. Now with 1:25 to go, Pratt with a chance to take the lead underneath the Burns. He'll slam it home. And Pratt now on top, 74-73. 6 points for Burns. 1:09 to go. Saquon Singleton, baseline left, outside. Queth thought about it. Dribble penetrates, gets to the baseline, kicks it back outside Baker. Baker rolls to the right. Gets it over to Mitchell for 3 for the lead. It comes off no good. Down for the board underneath, taken away by the Pratt Beavers. As Ezekiel comes up with a big rebound. 46 seconds to go now. Pratt up by 1, 74-73. Crack crowd finally getting into it. Shot clock at 14. Here's Horton. He'll drive in, dumps it in and out of the hands. It goes over to Burns. He'll shoot the ball. Rims off no good. Battle for the rebound underneath. Coming up with Ezekiel. He puts it up and in. Ezekiel with the basket underneath has given the Pratt Beavers a 76-73 lead. A timeout on the court. 26.7 seconds to go. It's going to be Hutchinson's basketball. But a quick putback by Ezekiel has given Pratt the lead by 3. It's 76-73. A full 1 minute break. We'll be back in 30 seconds. We want to talk about it. A half minute break coming your way. Hutch trailing by 3, 76-73 on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Welcome back to the Beaver Dome. 26.7 seconds to go. Glenn Grunwald, Darren Dunn, and Darren Pratt up by 3, 76-73. But you don't necessarily need the three-pointer.
Yeah, just a few moments ago, it looked like the Dragons had this one locked up, had a 4-point lead with 3:20 to go. And since then, in the second half, it's been the three-pointers that have really helped Pratt build this lead, in addition to those offensive rebounds. Brown does come into the game, so the Dragons have options at 3 if they want it. But you're right, Glenn, they don't necessarily have to go to that right now.
They'll roll the ball in. Saquon Singleton picks it up at half court, brings it across the timeline, saves a couple seconds. Give it to Baker. Baker has Brown in the corner, but they elect to come off the ball screen. Outside, Saquon Singleton drives in, kicks it out. Baker 3-ball on his way. Got it! We're tied at 76. A gutsy shot by Baker. Nailed it from the outside right. With 15.4 to go, we're going to keep it here. Hudson with the lead. We're tied up at 76. Hudson with the basket to tie it up. So with 15.4 seconds, Pratt's going to have plenty of time to take that down and try to get a good shot. Lately it's been Horton, but also Ezekiel has been really active on the inside. Also, you got to keep an eye on Harrison Egan. They got a lot of bullets in the chamber.
Well, the most important thing is, can you hold Pratt now when it matters to one and done? We said earlier in this half, you got to keep this team to a one and done, and those second chance putbacks have hurt the Blue Dragons. Give credit on that last possession. Josh Baker moving without the basketball. He moved just enough to his right after that pass, and the defense collapsed. That Burns gave up just enough room for Baker to step into a nice three. And Baker shows you why he's one of the conference leaders in doing that. Actually, number 1 in the league at three-point shooting.
All right, here we go. It will be Pratt's basketball with 15.4 to go. 15.4 seconds remaining. 76-76 tie. Pratt will have the basketball. They got to go the full length of the court. Both teams in the double bonus. A little confusion by the Pratt Beavers right now and the Dragons. All right, they're going to just dribble it up. Horton's going to bring it across with a little trot. 10 seconds to go. Now it's down to 8. Horton at half court, guarded by Baker. Horton still goes to the left side, drives it in, takes it underneath, puts it up. It's rejected. Rebound, out of bounds. We got overtime in Pratt. Overtime for the Blue Dragons. We're tied up at 76 apiece. Horton took it on his own to take it in. And a nice job with the block down low to knock it out. We will take a quick 1-minute break. Come back and set it up for the overtime. 76-76 tie. We're not done yet, folks. We'll be back with more right here on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
Need to send someone money? Pay a babysitter? Split the bill? Use FirstPay. It is the person-to-person payment option located right inside your online banking app. There is no need to download an additional application. It is simple, safe, and secure. We're first for you. Visit fnbhutch.bank to learn more, or click on your First National Bank app to get started. You can also stop into a location nearest you, and we're happy to help. First National Bank of Hutchinson, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Mega Manufacturing, Sporting Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Coffin Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Homestead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
Well, we're going to jump center here in the overtime period. Tell you what, a couple big baskets. Won by Baker with 15.4 to go to tie it up. And Jamel Horton for Pratt with a big basket. A three-pointer to give Pratt the lead earlier. Tips controlled by the Beavers. Jamel Horton now to Queens, New York. We'll bring the basketball up. Ball goes left side with the ball. Izukwu. Outside now to Horton again. Hutchinson comes out. Fakes the double team and peels back off of it. Trying to go off the ball screen. A quick release by Horton's good. Basket up and in. 15 points for Horton. First 2 points of the overtime. Pratt 78, Hutch 76. Left side, DJ Mitchell. Steps up. Down low to Queth underneath. Skips it all the way across to Brown. Three-quarter shot from the corner's good by Brown. They skip it, and Brown knocks it down from the outside. A quick release, but he already had his feet set, which is huge. Hutch up by 1, 79-78.
And he did not panic. That ball was slow getting there, giving the defender time to get to him, and Brown just was cool as a cucumber.
Here's Horton. He'll shoot and hit the three. My goodness, talk about cool. Horton with 18. He drops it down, so he matches the three put up by Brown. It's 81-79 now. The 2-point lead for the Pratt Beavers. Baker shifts gears, right side, goes down low, pulls it back out on the dribble. Top to Brown, gives it off to Singleton. 12 on the shot clock. Singleton isolates, kicks it outside. Baker for three, comes off no good. The weak side rebound for Davis for the Pratt Beavers. 3:25 remaining to go in the contest. A 2-point Beaver lead. The drive by Davis all the way through, gives it off, basket good. Coming alive is Izukwu. Little give and go down low. He has 11 over his average of 6.9. 83-79. Hutchinson down by 4 now. Oh, Rada down low. Queth catches it, gets it back out to Singleton. Hutchinson left side, DJ Mitchell pops a three on his way, got it. DJ Mitchell with another tray on the night. 22 points for Mitchell, and the lead is only 1 for the Pratt Beavers at 83-82. 2:46 remaining to go in this overtime period. Izukwu now loses the ball, gets it back outside. Horton, the three ball on the left side, rims off on him, no good. DJ Mitchell battles for it. Jump ball is going to be called. It'll be possession. Arrow Hutchinson. As Davis and Mitchell still hanging on to it, both of them. And finally, did they call a double foul?
Double technical.
Double technical.
And this is big because depending on who this is on, I mean, you've got a couple of Beavers right now with 4 fouls.
If it's on Davis, he will foul out. They kept hanging on to each other even after the jump ball was called. It's going to be called on. They put Clarence King up there, Darren.
Yeah, so to go against King for the Dragons, who is he even out there? They said King.
They meant it to be on DJ.
And it is the 5th then on Davis.
And it is the 5th on Davis, so he fouls out of the contest.
Okay, so they're saying DJ then picks up his second.
Yep.
It was announced as King.
And now we got it straight. So Davis fouls out. He's been a big contributor with 2:31 to go in the overtime period. He has 22 points on the night.
Yeah, he had the double-double as well.
Down low underneath to go to Queth. He shoots it up and misses it. Rebound's going to be cleared out by Egan. Still a 1-point lead for the Pratt Beavers, 83-82. That was a pretty big possession by Hutchinson. 2:12 to go. Queth jumps out clear, and here's Horton. He takes it all the way in, drives in, misses it, foul called. Foul's going to be against Queth. Queth was way out by half court, jumped out to guard Horton, and then followed him back in, and evidently bumped him from behind. 2-shot opportunity for Horton here at the foul line.
It's like he had the switch and then tried to switch it back too late.
Free throws up and good by Horton. He is a player. 19 points for him. He'll shoot another one. 2-point lead for the Pratt Beavers, 84-82. 2:06 to go. Takes his time. Free throw toss is up and good. 20 points for Horton. The lead is 3 now, 85-82 for the Pratt Beavers. Hutch will roll it up, 2:04 to go. Singleton, outside to Brown. Singleton isolates, takes it down low, goes up strong, rims off, no good. Tip try not there to get it back and a foul called. It should be Singleton at the line to shoot the free throws. Foul's going to be called on Ezekwu. That'll be his third.
Jayhawk West almost had a tip try that went in, and that was followed up by Singleton being strong underneath the basket. So Pratt, really the offensive rebound has gotten the Beavers to this point, and the Dragons showing they can rebound the ball offensively as well.
Singleton adjusts the attire, gets all set now. Down by 3, need free throws here. Free throw toss, up and good. Singleton with 7 points. That's his first point of the second half. Cuts it to a 2-point margin. Set to shoot one with 1:55 to go. Free throw toss, up and good. Got them both. Singleton with the free throw, made them both, and it's a 1-point ball game, 85-84. 155 remaining to go in the contest.
So you're telling me this whole time to get Saquon to shoot better at the free throw line, all we had to do was put him in a pressure situation?
Yes, so. Ball on the outside. Horton drives in, shoots it up, and scores it. Jamel Horton just needed one little step right there, and he got it. He has 22 points, and it's a 3-point lead again for Pratt. 1:34 to go. Singleton, head fake, goes up, shoots and misses. Battle for the board, taken away by the Pratt Beavers. Coming up with it, Ezekwu, and a foul in the backcourt is going to be called. It's going to be on Singleton. He'll pick up the personal.
We're going to put it on Jayhawk West.
Put it on Queth.
It'll be his 5th.
And that's what Singleton was trying to do, is draw the foul. He will foul out with 1:25 to go.
Queth finishes with 17 points.
Just tuned in, Lady Dragons winners tonight, 74-44. John Hodges' team continues to roll here with 1:25 to go in overtime. Queth has fouled out of the ball game. You can close the book on him. 17 points on the young man out of Salt Lake City, Utah tonight. At 11 at halftime. Free throw toss is up and no good on the miss by Ezekwu. Leaves the score at 3, 87-84 with 1:25 to go. Pratt with the lead, 1:25 to go in the contest. And we're in overtime. Free throw toss off, no good. Singleton gets the rebound, so the foul, other than losing Queth, did not hurt the Dragons on the scoreboard. Still a 3-point game at 87-84. Baker, Brown, and Mitchell. Mitchell with the basketball. Back to Baker. Between the leg dribble. Pulls back, shoots it on his way. Rims off, no good. Battle for the board, taken away underneath by Egan. Loose basketball stolen by DJ Mitchell. Mitchell comes up with it. Baker from the outside. Hits it. Another 3 by Baker. Mitchell got the steal. Credit him, and Baker knocks it down and tied at 87 inside of 55.7 seconds to go. Another timeout taken on the floor. 87-87 tie in overtime. Pratt will have plenty of time. We'll have the basketball, but so will Hutchinson if they can get a stop and get the basketball back. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout right here on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
When you're looking for jewelry that's one of a kind, remember Amelia Bedelias, filled with thousands of beads and stones. And with my passion for design, I can create something that's perfect for you. Amelia Bedelias, 115.5 South Main Street in downtown Hutchinson. Go Blue Dragons!
This is Kelly, owner of Brick House Boutique. Stay warm and look fabulous at the same time with comfy, trendy, and affordable clothing. You'll also appreciate the personal attention that you'll always get when you shop at Brick House Boutique. Big City Chic in a downtown boutique at 117 South Main in Hutchinson.
Glenn Grunwald along with Darren Dunn. 87-87 tie with 55.7 seconds to go. It'll be Pratt Beavers basketball. Big time shot by Baker. Great job by DJ Mitchell to get the turnover.
Yeah, things were not looking good there for the Blue Dragons. We're going to give the Beavers an opportunity to get back to their biggest lead of the contest at 5, and big play by Mitchell, maybe even a bigger 3 than from Baker. Here's one thing to look at. Zool Queth comes back in for the Beavers. He's playing with 4 fouls. Brown is on the court for the Dragons. He has 4.
All right. Beavers get set to bring it up. Ball come in. Horton on the dribble will bring it up. 53 seconds to go. Horton on the outside. DJ Mitchell on his switch. O'Cone has him. Left side, shot by Queth on its way. Bounces around and a basket in it hit the support. Out of bounds, it'll go over to the Blue Dragons. It hit the support cable that comes down from the top of the Beaver Dome here. It'll be Hutchinson basketball. Tied up at 87 apiece. 40 seconds to go. So that changes it around where Pratt might have another possession. Let's see what Hutchinson does here. Baker has it. O'Cone got big. Do they hold up? Here's DJ Mitchell. Gathers in the pass. Over the right side, over to Singleton. 13 on the shot clock. Mitchell drives it in, backs it in. A flop. Oh, they called the charge. They called on Mitchell the charge. And that'll be 3 on Mitchell. Just what we were talking about, the new emphasis with the flop. And Dragon fans not too pleased. It'll be basketball over to Pratt. We're tied up at 87 with 16.6 seconds to go. Here comes Horton. He'll walk dribble it. You know he's going to take the shot. DJ Mitchell will lock him up defensively. Don't want to give and go down low. Here it goes down to 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Got to shoot one off. He'll drive in, puts it up, blocked underneath. We go to second overtime. Hutchinson dodged a bullet there as we go to overtime number 2. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Pratt 87, Hutchinson 87. We'll be back with more from Beaver Dome right after this 1-minute timeout on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, the Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving local business in Hutchinson. We're so thankful to our customers in Hutchinson, Reno County, and Central Kansas for your support. In turn, we're proud to be a major sponsor of the Hutch High Salthawks, as well as other area high schools, the Blue Dragons, Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks, and Wildcats. You support us, and the Hutchinson Medicine Shop supports local sports.
Getting the most back from your tax return starts with getting the most expertise. H&R Block has more enrolled agents than any other tax preparation company, and we guarantee the accuracy of every return prepared by our tax professionals. We find every credit and deduction to lower your tax bill. Put our expertise to work on your return, and don't just get your taxes done, get your taxes won. In Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
Yeah, here we go as we start the second overtime. Haven't had one of those for a while, Darren.
Yeah, it's a crazy atmosphere now suddenly. You mentioned how the Pratt Beaver fans in the first half didn't really get into it much, and that's really changed here late. How about a big play by Tyler Brown, knowing he has 4 fouls to get the big block on Horton to send this one to the second overtime. One other note, while we were in between getting ready for the second overtime, Kochak picked up a warning from the officials.
We had in 2013-14, we had 3 straight overtime wins over Pratt, 2 of them here in Pratt. Tips control by Horton. There we go. Second overtime just underway. Left side with the basketball will be Burns. Dribble penetrates, spins, moves, goes up, floats one. It's not there. Rebound, fall for out of bounds. Last touch off of DJ Mitchell. Be careful how you're reacting, DJ. This is knocked away out of bounds. 4:43 to go. 20 on the shot clock. It'll be Pratt basketball. DJ thought it was going to be off of the Beavers. Inside the Honus. This shot won't go. Big rebound cleared away by DJ Mitchell. Directs traffic with 4:37 to go. Hutch will bring it down the court. We're tied at 87 apiece. Ball outside, Singleton. Over to Mitchell. Left side, Baker had it over to Brown. And here's Singleton, the corner left. Back outside of Mitchell. It's 13 on the shot clock. Mitchell isolates, pulls back. He'll shoot it on his way. It's off. It's marked no good. Big rebound by O'Cone. And a foul called. They're going to whistle this one on. I believe it's going to be on Egan. Foul's going to be called on Egan. That is a huge call right there, Darren. Let's put O'Cone at the line.
I'll give credit to Jaden O'Cone for getting in good position for a chance at that offensive rebound.
O'Cone at the foul stripe. 87-87 tie with 4:16 to go in the second overtime. Free throw toss is off. It's no mark by O'Cone. Short.
His first miss of the contest.
Yeah.
He started off 4 for 4.
And get a second one here. He has 7 points on the evening, all in the second half of play. Free throw toss is up and good. Got that one to go. A 1-point Dragon lead at 88-87. Horton will bring the ball up. Ball on the outside. I think this is one of the first double overtimes. There's a basket underneath. Scoring it was Queft. That's Zolqueft for the Pratt Beavers. They lead at 89-88 now. Here's Brown on the outside. Gives it off to Singleton. He'll kick it outside. Baker, 3 ball on its way. Rims off, no good. Rebound cleared by Burns of the Pratt Beavers. And 3:42 to go in the overtime. We're in the second overtime. Pratt with the edge right now by 1. Into the forecourt outside. Double team on Hone and a jump ball call. This time it'll be Hutchinson basketball.
I mean, it takes a lot of guts to play with the intensity that Tyler Brown is playing with right now, knowing he has 4 fouls, remains aggressive. He's the one that gets the block to send us into double overtime. He's the one that just now creates that jump ball by reaching in and getting all ball on the Beavers.
Still a 1-point ball game. 89-88. Beavers with the lead. Backdoor play to Brown. Basket good. Tyler Brown with the basket. The cut. The pass by DJ Mitchell. 12 points for Brown. Mitchell has played outstanding in this ball game. Outside with it, so is Horton. Horton for the Pratt Beavers. Horton with 22 points. He'll drive in, pulls back, kicks to the left. Queth on the shot. It's up and good. A 3-pointer from the outside by Queth. Zul Queth knocks it down. He has 10, and it's 92-90 now. Pratt with the lead by 2 with 2:51 to go. We're in the second overtime. A full 1-minute break coming your way right here on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
Happy New Year from all of us at Pools Plus. We are celebrating big this new year, and we want your savings to be even bigger. Come in during the month of January and save 20% on all spa accessories and spa fragrances. Stock up and save 15% on spa chemicals. The savings are going on all month long at Pools Plus. Shop local, shop Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
Outdoor living doesn't start until you call us at Pools Plus.
HCC Sports on Radio is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members. Mega Manufacturing, Sporting Chiropractic Center, Papa John's Pizza, A&A Builders, Barclay Plumbing Company, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Lowen Corporation, Old Office Shares, Dr. Eric Severud with Alliance Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Todd and Cindy Miller of Home Instead Senior Care, Man Wyatt and Rice Injury Lawyers, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, and the Green Vision Group of Hutchinson.
This is the 5th recorded double overtime game in history. We've had some good ones. Last one dating back to Hutchinson Coffeyville last year. Ball on the outside. Mitchell has it down by 2, 92-90. Pratt with the lead. Hutchinson basketball. Mitchell backs in on Honus. Goes up, trying to tie it, puts it up, doesn't get it, tipped up, missing again. Ball kicked out. Brown runs it down, 2 bodies down. Here goes Singleton. Singleton across, down low underneath to Mitchell. His shot won't go. Gets his own rebound, though, and the jump ball is going to be called. They're going to give it to Pratt on the arrow. DJ Mitchell working hard down low underneath, but Pratt now with a 2-point lead with 2:22 to go in the contest. Mitchell working hard down low, trying to get the shot off, but a jump ball called. Here comes Horton. He'll walk dribbled up. Looks to Coach Flynn for the call. It's been all Horton in the second half. The whole offense has revolved around him. He'll drive in, kick it on the outside. Queth from outside. 3, doesn't go. Rebound cleared off the floor by Brown. And Hutchinson wants to go. Down by 2. 2:01 to go in the contest. We're in the second overtime. Singleton to Baker. Guy's got to be getting tired. Here's O'Cone. Back outside Baker. To the right side to Singleton. Singleton isolates. Takes Burns down low, puts it up, and draws the foul. He'll shoot the basket. Did not get the end one that he was hoping to get. Burns will pick up his third. A lot of one-on-one isolation going on out there, Darren, by both teams.
Yeah, Singleton being strong to get himself to the rack and then to the line.
Free throw by Singleton's off its mark, no good. Had a chance to tie. Now he can pull his team within one. A lot of guys grabbing hips from both teams. Here comes Singleton's shot. It's up. It's good. A one-point ball game, 92-91. Pratt with the lead with 1:43 to go in the double overtime. Outside, Horton. Back outside now to Burns, Back outside. Shot put up and missing from outside by Quest. And a rebound cleared out by Hutchinson. Missed everything. Hutch comes up quickly. Singleton drives into the paint, kicks it out to DJ. He'll shoot the three. Rims off, no good on it. Rebound, Honus underneath for the Pratt Beavers. They have a one-point ball game lead with 1:12 to go. Here's Horton on the outside. Horton trying to isolate. Rolls off the ball screen, kicks it left. Here's Queft, fall-away jumper, way off his mark, no good. Right back in the hands of Burns. He'll put back basket, won't go. Rebound, DJ Mitchell. Mitchell with the rebound. Up the court comes Hutchinson. Mitchell all the way under, puts it up and doesn't go. Loose basketball picked up by Horton. Mitchell shot on the miss, and it's a one-point ball game. Steve Eck won the foul call, didn't get it. 32 seconds to go. 20 on the shot clock, 10 seconds difference between shot clock and game clock. Horton looks at the clock. Ryan gets set. 18 seconds. Rolls to his right. Kicks it left. Quest from outside. The three-pointer doesn't go. Putback doesn't go. Loose basketball underneath. Saves off of Hutchinson. Pratt's basketball with 9.2 to go. Bodies were everywhere. Timeout's going to be taken by the Blue Dragons. 9.2 seconds to go. It'll be Pratt's basketball with the lead at 91-92. Darren, let's keep it here because this is gotten crazy. You maybe have to foul if they get a good shot. Got to play good defense on the inbound.
You hope to get the steal off the inbound. Obviously, if you don't, you need to foul immediately and get somebody at the line. Now, hopefully you're going to force it to a guy who's not shooting well on the year and give yourself a better opportunity. I think at this point now, Zul Queth, he kept trying to ice this game with some late threes here. He officially was doing too much. The only thing that bailed him out was James Burns that time, working hard underneath, and that's kind of been what we've seen this whole game. The Beavers getting second chance opportunities by being strong underneath the basket offensively.
Again, the last time Pratt and Hudson involved in overtimes was in 2014. Had two overtimes, both here in Pratt. One at 88 to 55 in overtime. Really took that one away. And one at 92-84 in overtime at home. So here, Hutchinson needs a little bit of a break. Down by one, 92-91. Pratt can just inbound it and dribble it out if they want to. Hutchinson probably has planned who they're going to foul. So inbound right side baseline.
Good news is Horton is inbounding, and he's one guy that shot well from the free throw line for the Beavers.
Now another timeout taken by the Beavers. We'll get a quick break taken here. We'll take a half-minute break. We'll be back. 9.2 to go in the double overtime. Pratt on top by one, 92-91. We'll be back with more on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
This is Carter File, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
92-91. Pratt with the lead in the basketball with 9.2 seconds to go. They'll inbound right side baseline. Hutchinson's set up defense now.
Beavers had an opportunity to see a little bit what the Dragons were going to do defensively. We'll see if the Dragons switch that up. Horton will inbound, mainly because he's the point guard. I think Sean Flynn trusts him to make the right decision on the inbound pass.
Here comes the inbound. Trying to get it up. They'll lob it. Over in the corner, it'll be fouled, and it will be Queth that'll have to go to the line. Foul's going to be charged against Hutchinson. It's on Saquon Singleton. He didn't have too much of a choice because they could just dribble it out, and that would be it. So now, let's see. With 7.9 seconds to go, if Queth can hit the free throws, two-shot foul right here. Here comes the toss. It's up and good. Zool Queth, 11 points for him tonight, under his average of 14.8. Now, it's a 2-point ball game, even if it's a 3. Hutchinson will have an opportunity, and another timeout's going to be taken by the Blue Dragons. So they'll take a full 1-minute break, try to ice him a little bit. 7.9 to go. Pratt 93, Hutchinson 91. We'll be back with more right after this 1-minute timeout on Blue Dragon Sports Network.
Just as the Hutchinson Blue Dragons athletics are a tradition, so is the Anchor Inn in downtown Hutchinson. Whether you plan lunch or dinner or even take out for home, the Anchor Inn is a great family restaurant that you are sure to enjoy. Order off their great menu or take advantage of the Anchor Inn's awesome buffet. You'll make a great choice either way. The Anchor Inn is also a great spot to meet up with old friends and acquaintances because everyone goes to the Anchor. That's the Anchor Inn at 128 South Main in Hutchinson, proud supporters of Hutchinson Blue Dragon Athletics.
Like a good deal? Need a new phone? Listen up. Trade in your old device at Nextech Wireless and get half off any smartphone. Then take your shiny new phone shopping with your $100 Visa gift card. That's any smartphone, plus cash to spend. Oh yeah, need more lines? No problem. Get a new smartphone at half price for everyone in the family, plus up to $300 in Visa gift cards. Visit Nextech Wireless today. Your new phone and cash are waiting. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Well, the Blue Dragons with their backs up against the wall. No timeouts remaining. They trail them at 2, 93-91. A couple free throws coming right here for Zool Queth. Free throw toss is up and good. So it makes it 94-91 now. Queth makes that second one. And this time, Pratt takes the timeout. We're going to keep it here because we've sent it back a bunch now. 7.9 to go. A 3-point ball game. Derringer options with 7.9 to go. You don't really have time to mess around with 2 and then a foul. You need to take probably this set up with the best 3-pointer you can get.
Yeah, well, typically, if you had an extra timeout, which the Dragons don't, you might look at getting it to half court and then getting a timeout so you can set up a front court play. In this situation, now you have to go without the timeout, and I'm kind of torn here. Sean Flynn, the one thing he might be talking about, it's definitely an option if he wants to put the Dragons on the line, knowing that he has a 3-point lead. He just has to make sure that his team boxes out when the Dragons go for that second miss.
Probably exactly what he's talking about is the fact that, hey, do not let them get a shot off. The only thing that would be bad on his side is if it was a 3-point attempt.
Right, and that's the thing. If you tell them if you're going to foul, it's not in the act of shooting. We want to do it before that point. And the thing that would hurt the Dragons is if they intentionally foul him and get him on the line, you have to make the front end of that to make the second opportunity count on the miss.
All right, they're putting pressure on in the backcourt. DJ Mitchell gets it in and is misplayed. Last touch out of bounds, though, by Burns. Now that 1 second came off, 6.5 to go. And they're going to try to adjust that. Let's see if they are. Nope, they're not. They're going to go. Mitchell gets it in the mid to Singleton. Singleton over to Brown. His 3-point attempt off the line, no good. Rebound, not there. Hudson loses the heartbreaker, 94-91. 94-91 in double overtime. Hutchinson falls to defeat the winner, the Pratt Beavers. We will take a 2-minute timeout. Add up all the numbers, get 7 Medicine Shop post-game capsule. We'll be back right after this 2-minute timeout on the Blue Dragon Sports Network.
Needing repairs, parts, belts, or bags for your vacuum? How about free pickup and delivery for any service? Hi, this is Donna Pitzer, the Bag Lady. I work on all vacuums, including Auric, Kirby, Simplicity, Riccar, Hoover, Kinmar, and all Panasonics. I can get bags and parts for almost any vacuum. Plus, in most cases, I'll save you up to 40% on your bag purchases. Best of all, I deliver at no charge for all service